Hold up. There we go. Holy. How is everybody doing today? Everybody having a good old day? Now, you might be wondering, Joseph, why were you late? You've never been late before. Well, I was taking the Doge out for a walk, and she had a bunch of opinions about how much she should smell X and, you know, how that would impact Y. For the past 2 days now, stuck in my head, I've had, I wanna have straight sex at the gay pride parade. Is that Taylor? She sounds really bad. What's going on? Show it again? No, thank you. Ugh, if you missed it, that's it. Oy, oy, oy. I'm kind of in a weird position when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. I have to focus on some other stuff for about a week and a half. And I don't think there's actually a reason to focus on Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. You know, there's no YCSs. All the Challenger Cups are done. Regional season is almost over. It's strange. It's actually kind of downtime, if you know what I'm saying. But there is a new set, and I'm excited to see how the new set impacts things. And of course, there's one individual who will definitely help us on that pathway. You got to grind for Indy. Well, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to Indy. That's right, Luke Von Karma. That's true. I don't really have any Twitter freaks either, so I guess we can just jump into it. The only thing I have from Twitter is this, which is I wish I was dead, made it to Diamond on his Masochist account. Look at this fucking thing. It's pretty good. There's a couple things I don't get about this list. So I get that it's just Verte Turbo and then hope DPE gets us there. But like there's some stuff in here I don't get. What is Pollinosis doing in here? Oh my god, I just realized Verte is a plant. You make Verte, you make DP, and then you set Pollinosis and you negate their first thing. I get it. Ooh, that Trickstar Narcissus is pretty big too, now that I'm looking at it. Is this Masochist? Yeah. This deck is too good for Masochist. I will say, while this deck is good, it cannot hold a candle to the first guy who made it to Diamond with like 1,000-something games. That one Masochist freak is crazy. He's made it as far as Diamond 3. I don't know if he's making a dedicated push this month, but he did last month, and I was gunning for him to get Master, but he got really sick on one of the days. Yeah, it's the Cash Zoo Mech Knight guy. This is practically just Hero, but with some techs. Okay, listen. The deck is good. This is not practically just Hero. The one Mally here is what's selling me. It's so funny. He actually doesn't have another target. Like a Witch Raider or something. He only has the one Mally. It's better it doesn't lose to Nibiru. That's true, yeah. That is true. Thoughts on Belgian Nats on an election weekend where it's illegal to not vote? How much do you want the bag, you know? How much do you want the bag? That's what I got to ask. What is the furniture for? Okay, he actually doesn't have anything to do with the furniture. He says here, oops, I forgot to take out the furniture. All right. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Let's get the shit. Ooh.
Yo no moriré. No importa que mi cuerpo sea destruido por completo. Mis deseos de pelear me levantarán porque son muy grandes. Y después de eso, los derrotaré pase lo que pase.
No! Oh, that board didn't even lose to... Oh my god, that was it? That was the match? Evenly and then Super Poly? Holy shit, I'm gonna cry. Should have kept favorite contact, I guess. All right. Folks, Peak has dropped once again. I'm talking about the Curry Bandits has uploaded a new Everything You Need to Know. Now, a quick reminder about this series. Jaxel puts in more effort into this series than anyone has ever put into anything. I'm talking about NASA. I'm talking about finding the Higgs boson particle, making the Cybertruck, the 3 greatest technological innovations of our lifetime, Prometheus getting fire. So we are not just watching on stream. We are subscribing to the channel. Can Ahmad pin that? We are watching the video at the native link, and we are commenting on the video. All right. Let's make it happen. Okay, now I do want to give you a little bit of insight here. Jaxel told me that they have put the #1 most self-indulgent intro in the history of time into this one.
He's my buddy. I wouldn't be where I am today without him. And also,
well, I do owe him a lot, and it goes without saying.
To be honest, I don't know him that well. I can say this, though.
Annoying.
So annoying.
But
Abrasive. Obnoxious. Self-absorbed.
What more can I say? He's... It's so stupid. It's so dummy. I like Jaxel, but listen. The man has a disease, and that disease is he loves all the Zoomer anime.
All right. One more time. Boulder up the hill again.
Legacy of Destruction releases on April
Okay, here we
26th. Unlike its predecessor, Phantom Nightmare, this one's actually not very good.
Damn, that sucks. I don't like it.
Shining Sarcophagus can't be destroyed by monster effects. Searches a card that mentions it once a turn, and if your opponent reborns a monster,
how's the volume?
Just spell card to send it back to the grave. Gadget Trio searches Shining Sark or a spell trap that mentions it on summon, and if it's destroyed,
low. All
right,
I'm pumping it. I'm pumping it.
Save us some time. It's a trap monster that gets kind of big and has a battle trick. Silent Magician 0 gains a level
This better?
each time your opponent draws, gains 500 for each extra level it's acquired, and while you control Shining Sark, can negate a spell and gain a level. Silent Swordsman 0 gets a level once each standby phase, has the same attack boost, and can negate an effect that targets Sark or a card that mentions it. More Marshmallow is Marshmallow with glass.
They can't call this thing more Marshmallow.
While you control Sark, can summon itself during the opponent's turn while you control Sark, and if it's destroyed, it floats into another more Marshmallow. Gandora G, the Dragon of Destruction, summons itself if you control Sark, gains 300 for each banished card, and can pay half your life points to destroy and banish.
How are we feeling about Shining
Then
Sark?
summon a Shining Sark.
It's cool that they're
giving
these guys shit, but how are we feeling about it?
Monster that mentions Sark. Then if it's the battle phase and you have Sark up, both players draw to 6 cards. Turn Silence gives one of your monsters 3 levels. Then if you activate it in response to a monster effect while Sark is up, that effect is negated.
Tier
also,
0.
it can banish itself from graveyard during damage calc to end the
I
battle
bat,
phase.
I
And
chest,
Ties
I
That
do
Bind
not
can
win.
summon 2 level 4 or lower monsters that mention Sark while you control Sark and a friend of his, but you can't summon
Come on. This is fucking Soul Charge from deck.
from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Hard to judge this one fully. There is a clear game plan with plenty of 1-card starters, but the payoff is pretty much just a spell negate, a target negate, and a good hand with more than one starter or a monster negate tacked on there. And yet, let's not downplay the possibility that Shining Sark's effect to send something back to grave will come up, but of course you do need specifically a spell to discard, so on top of being pretty easy to play around, it also might just not be alive at all. Gandora G is deceptively powerful, on top of his ability to clear your opponent's board, get really big really quick, and summon out a silent silent magician with a shit ton of levels to end the game. It also works as an E-Telly going first to get one of your negates up. If you draw into him, you can use your Gadget search on turn silence, then use Gandora to kill Gadget and replace him with Magician. This will also trigger Gadget's effect to set Stronghold, but that leads us right into some of the more frustrating aspects of this archetype's design. From the effects of Gadget and Marshmallow, it's evident that there is an intent here to have Gandora pop things that then will float on destruction, but the only
You can't see it, but there's an Aruha behind me.
two in-theme options so far are some guys that are kind of hard to get over in battle. Maybe they want us to throw in like gold, silver, and platinum so that when you cut them open, you get Trio and another search, but
I am not doing that.
Trio being the only machine in the deck makes those cards only do anything proactively if you've already drawn Trio. Really, anything you try to mix it with, you're going to end up in some strained lines to avoid killing too many of your own cards with Gandora, but also you have to kill at least some of them because he can't summon from deck unless he succeeds in destroying at least one card. And it can't even be the Sark that you just used to search Gandora because they were nice enough to give it protection from your board wipe. Blessing and a curse in some ways. The best attempt I've seen at making this deck work is as a minimum investment engine mixed with Horus so that you
What is this? Sark's Turbo?
You can consistently get to Magician, then use Gandora and Horus's to make Giant Trainer and try to draw some non-engine to support your modest end board.
I don't want to hear that, man. Don't tell me that shit.
Tenpai Dragon Pydra searches
Okay, good cards.
sets a Sangen spell trap on summon, nullifies the battle damage you take when your Fire Dragon monster battles, and soft once per turn can quick effect synchro summon during either battle phase. Chandra is a tuner that summons itself if you control a Fire Dragon, summons a level 4 lower Fire Dragon from deck.
Is that something?
At the start of the damage
Lightning
step, and
and the
quick synchros
Chandra.
during the battle phase. Fadra reborns a Fire Dragon on summon or at the start of the damage step, protects your Fire Dragons from being destroyed by battle, and you guessed it, quick synchros. Sangen Kaimen either searches a level 4 or lower Fire Dragon, special summons one from hand, or both if you activated it during the battle phase. Sangen Summoning makes your Fire Dragons unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during your main phase 1, can search a Tenpai, then pitch a card each turn, and if it's destroyed during the battle phase, can double the attack of a Dragon Synchro. Sangenpai Biden Dragon is a Synchro tuner that requires dragons, reborns a Fire Dragon on summon, but locks you to dragons, and if 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, can quick effect reborn itself, then pop a spell trap on field. Finally, Sangenpai Transcendent Dragon makes all monsters on the field stand
Its
on
final
business
attack
on
orders.
summon, forces all your opponent's monsters to attack, locks them out of using any cards or effects during the battle phase, and if 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, can quick effect reborn itself and pop any card on the field. Neat new strategy, but unfortunately if you hadn't heard, the battle phase is over. Konami removed it sometime around 2017 for convenience purposes, so I can't really see how...
What happened?
Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Tenpai is not just an OTK deck. It is the battle phase. It's so hopped up on battle damage it can see the future and navigate the depths of space with its psychic powers, waging holy war against established boards. Normal summoning Pydra, which is searchable with both summoning and Kaimen, combos into 37,000 damage.
These people, they love to say this number. You don't have 37,000 life points.
They can kill you through prosperity twice, and then one more on the chin just in case you weren't paying attention. This is accomplished through getting all 3 names on board to swing in with, quick synchroing into Bident to bring back Fadra, who will trigger to bring back Chandra, so now you've got 3 more attackers and material on board to make another 7 and a 10, which can be Transcendent, but more likely will be Trident Dragion, a much older card who nonetheless is part of the team. His effect lets him pop 2 cards on summon to swing 3 times with its 3k, but don't forget, popping Summoning will trigger it to double Trident's attack, meaning he represents 18,000 damage with a body that even the largest format threats can't block. In terms of breaking boards in preparation for the kill, Tenpai is naturally quite proficient at it, given the
Does anyone here have a friend?
healthy redundancy in its surges and extenders, and summoning making your monsters unaffected by your opponent's negates long enough to make an unaffected Black Rose Dragon or Meteor Burst Dragon. But also the high consistency of finding one of your 1-card starters and very few engine requirements mean most Tenpai lists are capable of playing something like 25 non-engines.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
So even if your opponent is prepared to use their interruptions to stop your 0 to death combo, odds are you can just hand trap them to death, Raigeki whatever they leave on board, then play through a negate because you just drew 2 searchers. Alright, I've got it. I'll just make them go first game 2. This is where our story actually gets crazy. Tenpai will OTK you during your battle phase without
What?
adding any additional bricks to the deck. You can easily end on the strongest end board in the game's history, Seals Pass. And if your opponent makes the mistake of trying to attack over the seals, it'll tribute itself and float into Fadra, who will reborn the Chandra you used to make seals, and climb through Bident into Transcendent, who will force everything they have on board to swing into it. Maybe it's an exaggeration to say you'll consistently
What?
die to this, but I hope the message is clear that even when forced to go first, they can still present a major threat with seals backed up with all the hand traps they can draw. But then there's also the possibility of using your 10-pie starters to make Romulus, letting you operate more like a basic Dragonlink deck going first with rockets in the main deck to end on things like Borland. Then there's the theory of using Bident and AFD to reach Zolkin, which you can even trigger on your opponent's turn by using seals to summon Pydra and set from deck. Hey, let's talk about AFD. All your starters are also one-card AFDs, and I don't just mean they summon AFD, I mean any of these cards you see on the screen gets you to a position in which AFD and a field spell are on the field at the same time. By comparison, Revolution Synchron, which for some reason...
Oh, no, man. That is... Wow, that is so bad. Wow, I did not know that at all. Holy shit.
We hyped up as a way to make AFD last year, is practically incompetent at it. You have to just already have a level 4 on board and a field spell on board. Those two can be connected, but it's entirely separate from the so-called AFD enabler. In the Zolkin build, they've been using this to search Necro Valley, which they can set...
Oh yeah, that's what I want to see.
...to trigger Zolkin before activating as part of their end board, but also, I guarantee the dude at your locals who either plays ABC or Generator is about to make some poor economic decisions for the...
Yep, that's me.
...the third year in a row. Do not fucking ask me what this has to do with Nirvana High Paladin.
Let's go. What the fuck?
Or Telefon FTK.
Oh my god, Nirvana High Paladin is in here as the spellcaster for Secret Village. Oh my god, Telefon FTK is in here because the field spell searches Telefon.
Or why they fucking semi-limited Kaiser Coliseum. Just don't underestimate this deck. Alright, Ragnaraka, the evil seed, can summon...
That's the scariest shit I ever heard. Wow, I didn't know that at all.
...itself by pitching a plant, insect, or reptile, and on summon grabs 2 Ragnaraka cards from deck or banishment, then banishes a card from hand. But you're locked to plants, insects, and reptiles for the turn. Samurai Beetle summons itself by bottoming one of your banished. This is too many words, they're called pirates now. And if it's linked off for a Ragnaraka monster, Reborn's a level 4 or lower pirate. Armored Lizard summons itself by banishing a pirate from grave, and can discard one to bounce an opponent's monster, but not in the mirror for some reason. Bloom boosts pirates by 300 and docks everything else by 300, and once per turn either searches a Ragnaraka, then discards a card, or summons a Ragnaraka from hand, grave, or banished. Hunting Dance pops a card your opponent controls for each pirate link you control of a different type, and if a pirate is destroyed, can banish itself to pop an opponent's monster. All the link monsters can reborn themselves by bottoming a pirate you control. Skeletal Soldier reborns a Ragnaraka, Mantis Monk banishes 2 pirates from grave to search a Ragnaraka trap, Chain Coils activates when your opponent uses a monster effect to make neither player able to activate monster effects in hand for the rest of the turn, and Stag Sovereign activates when your opponent summons a monster from deck or extra to pop 2 monsters on the field. Interesting idea no one was really expecting. We got, what, 25 types? One of them doesn't count. We can divvy those up into 8 groups of 3. Give everyone a tri-type. Who wants rocks? These cards are pretty strong tools for link climbing and existing plant, insect, and reptile decks. Evil Seed is a strong normal summon, being able to grab 2 cards, and the downside...
I saw Raiden coming. I better not see any fucking Joshua Schmidt viewers. That's all I've got to say. Yup! Okay, hi Josh. Okay, I gotta ask. I didn't get to see it because I was streaming. How did the Schmidt-Urena match go? I have to know. Josh got cooked? Not surprising. Listen, I stand with streamers, but above everything, I stand with Americans. Okay. Hi everyone. I hope you guys had a you guys had a good stream. Turns out Blinding Second still isn't it. I will say, okay, not to say shit, not to talk shit. I will say I have, like, this format, I think, like, a 35% win rate going first and, like, a 65% win rate going second. I don't know what it is. I can't fucking win a game 1 going first to save my life. But I have been slamming games 2 and 3. I'm on a fucking tear. It's to the point where I'm just considering rolling up and scooping game 1 and being like, let's just fucking go. Let's go. I don't know what it is, man. But you can't blind. You have to want it. You have to the way the decks work right now is you like going second, but you can't like want to go second, you know? You just got to be like, "Oh, I could take it or leave it." Oh, you got to be coy with your deck, and then it'll reward you with the 3 pieces of non-engine and Ash Diabellstar that you need. Horse theory? Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Hello to everyone from the Josh stream. I don't know if you guys know me. My name is Alex Simo, and what we like to do on here is a little different than other Yu-Gi-Oh channels. We don't really play too much Yu-Gi-Oh. We're watching Jaxel MS, or the Curry Bandits, new video, Legacy of Destruction, Everything You Need to Know. He makes one of these for every new set, and they are an indispensable introduction to sets that change just about everything. And this is one of those sets that has a lot of really good cards in it, so we're learning a lot. We just got through Tenpai. I heard you all got a crash course on Tenpai in Josh's stream. We're now on Ragnarika. But important part of watching shit on stream, we are not just watching the video on YouTube. We are clicking the link in the pinned, and we are subscribing to the channel. All right, let's go.
Being close to negligible because Bloom can get whatever Ragnarika you banish from hand back to the field. Through this line, Seed on its own can represent 4 link material due to Beetle and Soldier's Reborn effects, which in Engine means getting to Monk in the trap card. This also puts 2 plants and an extra body on board, meaning you can instead pivot to a Jasmine line to access any other plant engine you want, or you could pivot at the point you have 2 insects to Invincible Atlas and access a B-Trooper engine. The link monsters all having the ability to trade 1 random guy on board to return to the field also adds an interesting new dimension to combo through. Once you go through them, at any point later in the turn, you can trade a single link material for 2 or 3. This also gives you the ability to make Chain Coils and Stag Sovereign early in the turn, link them off to do other plays, then bring them back by giving up 2 random bodies you have no other use for. It's also great as a means of recurring your combo pieces, since at the end of the turn you can use Soldier to put a good draw back for the grind game, then ladder through the other 3 to put the whole suite of names back in your extra deck to be used on follow-up turn.
Man, he is really doing his best here. This is like every fucking use case for this archetype. He is leaving no stone unturned. This this archetype does a lot, but none of it is like fantastic yet. And he's like, okay, maybe this, or maybe this, or maybe this.
Turns. The flashiest way to implement this ability that looked good in YouTube thumbnails is on Serpentine Princess, who you can get on board with Snake Rain and pure Ogdotic Ingenuity, and will net you whatever level 3 or lower monster sounded funny in your head. Speaking of B-Trooper and Ogdotic, these cards do something very special for them.
Okay, well, I hate to do this to you, but it's not actually Ogdotic. It's actually pronounced Ogdoatic.
I'm giving them a good payoff that's more or
God,
less unique to them.
and what makes me feel like this archetype might actually have teeth is that if you've ever played with Dog Dick, you know that it is so close to good. Like they really do just get like 14 link material on their field. And it's like, well, what do you do with it? And the answer, of course, is nothing.
They are quite good as payoffs, Stag Sovereign being a double pop, and Coils locking your opponent out of some of their most important options for extending as early as their very first play of the turn. Probably the smartest home for them is in plant decks like Trap Tricks and Sun Avalon, in which you can use Jasmine to get to Seed and all the advantage that comes with it.
Ugh. Oh, I hope that's not really what we're doing. Don't worry, I've figured out how to break Ragnarika. You normal summon Genus Loci.
Trap Tricks works well with them since all their cards fit within the pirate locks, and their
they are
2-type
insects.
lock only stops you from summoning the least important link monster. Having
That
a
one
normal
sucks,
trap is
yeah.
a huge plus, and while it may seem like a deck of half insects can't consistently make Jasmine, any Trap Tricks can become Sarah, so you can tank Choice Band Surging Strikes or use Jasmine from a board state of any 3 Trap Trickses.
Okay, that was a little in the weeds, but I appreciate it, Jaxel.
In Plant Link, they're okay. As a starter, Evil Seed can do like the Rosalina style line to make an early Jasmine into Lone Fire into Loci with the bonus that you've got Skeletal Soldier engraved to work with now, but Sowing locks you into plants early enough in any combo that it's really unlikely you'll get any use out of the bigger links, so you're pretty much just ending on the same old board you normally would. I guess there's something to be said of having the ability to tuck your now 1-0 Dryas back in the extra, or put back your Jasmines that you churn through quickly nowadays. Our other 3 candidates still have most, if not all, of their same old problems that the new end board pieces don't really fix.
That's bleak.
As a pure deck, there's not exactly enough names to do anything that you wouldn't just get better value out of in a larger combo pile. Tri Brigade wasn't built in a day.
You know, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, is that there's an analog here in Tri Brigade, and first wave Tri was kind of mid. People were trying it. People were doing stuff, but it was not great.
There's so many good ideas present in just this first wave that I think you've definitely got to keep this deck in mind as it gets new support or new shells to slot into. Gruesome Grave Squirmer is a level 1/0/0 fiend that can...
Okay, fuck. Danny pulled like 9 of these and I forgot to pick them up. Someone please tell me I don't need these for Fiend Blink, right?
Quick effect summon itself if you control a fiend, then can destroy a U-Bell or monster that mentions it on your field. And can banish itself from graveyard to summon a 0/0 fiend from hand or graveyard. Nightmare Throne is a field spell that either searches or destroys any 0/0 fiend from deck on activation, and if a U-Bell monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, you can add a U-Bell from deck or graveyard with a level 1 higher or 1 lower than that monster to hand, then summon it ignoring its summoning conditions.
Alright, I hate to do this. This card looks like ass. It just looks terrible. You know, it doesn't look good, folks. It's just a bunch of blue.
Hello, viewer. For the past 7 seconds, you have been silently wondering why Nightmare Throne adds the monster to hand before summoning it. Hidden somewhere in the description of this video is a 3-page document going into expansive detail on the proper summoning rulings that have led to this card working the way that it does.
There's just no way that it does that because of some obscure fucking ruling. You're kidding me.
Make sure to read it carefully, because if you leave a comment asking about something that could be answered in the document, the toilet seat your ass cheeks are currently superglued to, with 15 kilograms of TNT in the bowl beneath you, will flush. And let's say it'll turn into your own Nightmare Throne.
These cards are huge boosts for Yu-Bel's consistency and their capacity to build boards. Nightmare Throne gives you access to both of the best normal summons in the deck, Beckoning Beast and Lotus. You already wanted to open both of them as often as possible because Beckoning couldn't access any of your Yu-Bel cards on its own, and Lotus didn't really end on much aside from Yu-Bel.
Remind me to look at the
without
document after
Beckoning
this.
Beast
We will.
giving you a bunch of free extra bodies, so having a consistency piece that can get to either of them is a huge step up for the deck. But also the ability to destroy Spirit from deck, triggering its effect to summon Yu-Bel, opens up several lines that don't even go through Lotus, who can lose pretty harshly to hand traps. By leading with Beckoning Beast, you can set up Djinn Buster and then use the opening effect to bring back the spirit you popped from deck, getting you your search for Nightmare Pain, protection from all manner of rocks and blossoms, and 2 fiends on board ready to make Yama. If you want to search an extender, look no further than Squirmer, whose effect to summon himself is as generic as they come, and with a completely optional self-pop attached to it, he can be used to stop Spirit from being hit with Imperm or do more complex things like get Terror Incarnate in the graveyard early, so that when you want to summon it with Throne, the add to hand doesn't get blocked by Droll. And the graveyard
This deck is so fucking tight.
effect extends your plays even further, getting back things like Spirit to ladder through your Yu-Bel floats again, or to get your plays started in lines that start with Throne popping Spirit. The summon effect of Throne might seem odd because most Yu-Bels already float into the next level up, but Spirit breaks that pattern, so popping Spirit while Throne is up will let you float into 2 bodies instead of just 1. It also lets you float even if your Yu-Bels get taken out some other way, like getting hit with Nib or fused away with Super Poly. Since Squirmer mentions Yu-Bel, you can consistently access him through Nightmare Pain, which is still your best search with Spirit, because unfortunately Throne does not mention Yu-Bel. It mentions Yu-Bel monsters. Imagine being the idiot that gets screwed over by that ruling, right? Ghost Rare Eye of Timaeus that I own. So yeah.
I bought this when it was $16 and it's going down every day. Okay. I'm sorry, Jaxel. I want to be in your corner on this. By the time the Ghost Rare Eye of Timaeus was printed, you should have known.
You won't have access to
God, it used to be a bit on this channel that every time I would demo a Dark Magician profile, people would show up and be like, you need to get Eye of Timaeus in here. You can search it off Rod.
pretty much the best card in your deck every single game, but even without it, the deck now has the gas to do some strong 1 and 2 card combos through hand traps that end on boards of Apollo, Soul of Rage, and this rank 10 that I haven't talked about yet because unfortunately I have to talk about the cards in some sort of order, and it usually makes more sense to get through the archetypes before the free agents. Trust me, if I had my way, these videos would be written in the non-linear language of the aliens from Arrival. Last thing to note about Nightmare Throne is that it searches both Kepler and Copernicus, making it an option for DDD as well. Just the first of possibly many other decks with 0/0 Fiends worth playing a searcher for. Refrain, the Melodious Songstress.
Oh shit, we're on a Melodious. Okay. These guys are great.
Searches
for
a Melodious
Pendulum.
monster on summon, and if a Melodious Fusion is summoned while it's in the extra deck, can go to the scale. As a spell, it can mill a Melodious monster to give a Melodious Fusion 200 attack times that monster's level. Couplet can reveal itself from hand when it's searched to summon a level 4 lower Melodious from hand or graveyard. It also goes from the extra to scale when a Melodious Fusion hits the board, and in the scale it can search a Melodious spell trap. Concerto Fusion summons any fairy using materials from hand, field, or your pen zones, and if a Melodious Fusion goes to the graveyard, can bottom itself from grave to draw a card. Is a fusion of 2 Melodiouses that prevents your Melodious Fusions from having their effects negated, summons a Melodious from deck on summon, and reborns a Melodious when it's sent to the graveyard. Flowering Étoile, the Melodious Magnificat, is a fusion of a Maestra and 2 Melodiouses that can phase out any number of Melodiouses you control to quick effect bounce up to that many cards your opponent controls. And when she's removed by your opponent, she summons any Melodious except herself from deck or extra. These cards do just about everything you could ever ask for in a modernized take on Melodious. Not only are there more starters than ever, but there's some real payoffs that give the deck something to do going first. Étoile is a fantastic endboard piece that can wipe entire boards mid-combo. I can even avoid Nibiru since whenever the rock comes down, she can tag out your whole field and bring the whole band back in the end phase. Outing her or any part of the board is tricky enough as is with things like Aria and Elegy up, but even once you manage it, she can float into Bloom Diva, an even bigger boulder to get up the hill. Baka
The
is
Duel
an
Links
incredible
classics.
fusion you can make with Ostinato, Soprano, or Concerto, an Invoker that can't be Ash that gets you a body back when you link her off for Harmonist or fuse her away for a bigger fusion. Since
Right,
her
they have that
materials are just
crazy
two
ass link
names,
too.
she's perfect to summon with Ostinato, Ostinato, giving you the room to mill whichever two you want and craft your combo around that. And for your summon from deck, Refrain can be used to grab Couplet, who will reborn one of the materials used for Baka, then can be set in the scale to search Concerto. Refrain and Couplet work well with Concerto since it can send them from the front or back row to the extra deck and immediately trigger them to go back to the scales. And once she's in the scale, Refrain can mill yet another Melodious of your choosing that you can summon with Baka or add back to hand with Chapina or Soprano to later with Pendulum summon.
Wow.
Although Ostinato and First Movement still aren't searchable because they aren't Melodious cards, the deck has enough one-card combos between them and Refrain as well as some two-card
you just
combos
play
with
6
Couplet
crazy-ass
that can
cards.
consistently end on a Toile and 1 or 2 Schubertas, as well as a pretty solid number of hand traps since you could draw a card with Concerto along the way, and with Fusion sub and builds that choose to play Tam Tam, who for your consideration is also a time card.
Oh. Well, I hadn't even considered that.
Since your whole deck is fairies, some of those hand traps can even be heralds, but don't expect them to have the same amount of oomph that you might have gotten used to from the era of Orange Light Pitcher Guido. There's also been some experimentation in the OCG with using Ostinato to summon Baka and set up Beyond the Pendulum, pivoting into things like Full Pen combo, Shadow.
This is the version of it that, to my understanding, has had a lot more success.
Bullshit, and I swear to God I'm not making this up. Full Math Mech combo under Apollousa. Kind of
What the fuck?
reminds me of old super heavy combos where like you could make an early Baron and then make a rank 4 to pivot into whatever the fuck else your deck does. Ostinato and Refrain both work as starters, but Refrain is way worse to lead with, so I don't know. I don't think that's gonna catch on. Lightsworn Dragonling summons itself from hand if there's a Lightsworn in your graveyard, mills a Lightsworn on summon, and if it's sent to the graveyard, searches a dragon monster with 3000 attack, and
Okay. Before we talk at all about this card, I want to say... Cute.
2600 defense, and that's literally just the two it's supposed to search. Weiss, Lightsworn Archfiend, is a level 4 tuner that can place a Lightsworn from hand on
Okay, why is Snow in this archetype?
top of the deck to summon herself, then mill 2. And when she's milled, you can reborn a Lightsworn. Aegis is a hot red for each Lightsworn you control and sets itself after being milled. Minerva, the Athenian Lightsworn, protects your Lightsworns from being banished, mills Lightsworns on summon up to the number you use to summon her, and can banish up to 4 Lightsworns from graveyard to mill that many cards off the top. Enlightenment Dragon must be summoned by banishing 1 Judgment and 1 Punishment, 1 from field and 1 from graveyard, can quick effect pay 2k to banish both fields and both graveyards, and if it's destroyed by your opponent, adds both materials back to hand from banish, then summons them.
But
and
yours
ignore
won't
their
be
summoning
affected because of
conditions.
Minerva.
Hello, viewer. Do you still have that document open?
Lot to like about this new wave of support. Right on the surface, these cards have the highest level of control over what you're milling we've seen to date in the Lightsworn archetype, except that one guy we don't talk about anymore. Dragonling and Minerva both let you pick exactly what you want to send from deck, and Weiss lets you pick a card from hand to be your first mill. This turns your bricky, inconsistent Wolves and Felices into much more controllable resources you can get out at will from hand or deck. Dragonling checks all the boxes to be a circular, even though he does them out of order, and gives the deck access to its feathered bosses with the most consistency we've seen since Eclipse Wyvern bit the bullet. Minerva also perfectly sets up Punishment Dragon, getting all 4 names you need in the banishment quicker than ever before. Aegis is a good possible interruption, but there's still not really Lightsworns that feel right to end on, so to enable it, you'll kind of just be leaving up random stuff to get a negate or 2. And Enlightenment Dragon is confusing. I mean, it's an absurdly strong interruption, wiping out everything your opponent could have possibly set up and leaving no survivors, but also wiping out your entire follow-up. Since you're only guaranteed to search one of the 2 materials with Dragonling, you'll need to go balls to the wall with your setup turn to ensure you mill the other one, but that means if you fire them off, you'll have maybe 10 cards in deck on turn 3 to try to assemble a new board to kill with. You can use Punishment to put it all back in the deck, except for all the Lightsworns, but unless you've got another copy on you, the one you fused away is only coming back if your opponent destroys Enlightenment. So I guess when it comes to both Aegis and Enlightenment, the answer is that they really want you to just leave Minerva and a couple other random Lightsworns on board that can't be banished by your dragon. The smarter answer, I think, is probably just don't bother with Enlightenment. Both the big dragons are bricky, so only having to play 1 to get value off Dragonling's search is probably better. Judgment is fine as an extender, but Punishment is just as easy to summon with Minerva and is actually a really strong grave disruption in his own right. Anyway, probably your best bet for building Lightsworns is going to be something involving Bestial, so all your level 4 tuners can be used to make Baron. And Dispater. You could also use something like a new sort of Tearlament brew, but nothing really jumps out as a good niche the deck can occupy on its own. The amount of 8s you go through, it's not hard at all to make 2 12s and thus Calamity Lock, but as Dimax pointed out in his article, there's really no reason to try and fit into the format space that Centurion has a straight monopoly on.
This person knows Dimax is in chat.
I don't know. Maybe we really will end up as Aegis plus Punishment mid-range instead of the mill 30 combos we're expecting. God, we're on page 8 already. Do you think I can get away with saying Ancient Gear is still bad and...
So the answer should be yes. The answer to this should be yes. You can get away with saying Ancient Gear is still bad. The new cards don't resolve any of the outstanding problems unless you are debating someone in my comment sections who all seem to think that Ancient Gear is busted now. So let's see.
Moving on. Centurion Gargoyle
Oh, thank
II is a level 8 that summons itself by sending a face-up Centurion card to the graveyard, comes back to hand when it's used as synchro material, and can summon itself out of the back row while it's a trap card and decrease its level by 4. Wake Up Centurion is a quick play spell that, while you have a monster in the back row, summons a token of level 4 or 8 and can banish itself from graveyard to mill a Centurion card. Centurion Auxilla protects your face-up back row from being destroyed, searches a Centurion card on summon, and during the end phase, places a Centurion from graveyard or banished in your back row as a trap. These cards add even more options for Centurion to extend through interruption, with more ways to summon bodies of precisely the levels you need for your different plays. More ways to a non-tuner 4 in Engine makes it easier to do level 8 synchro plays like Packbit, but the real star of the show in more ways than one is Auxilla. While it doesn't do much of anything when it's summoned on your opponent's turn like Legadia, in practically every other respect, Auxilla outclasses her predecessor. Rather than a random draw off the top, Auxilla can grab one of your archetypal traps, adding an extra point of interaction to your existing one-card combos. And the combo doesn't really change at all from that point forward because they ripped Legadia's place from graveyard wholesale onto her replacement, and then one-upped it by letting it place from banished, keeping your Primera from being spirited away by a Bestial. And to top it all off, Auxilla also protects your back row Centurions, keeping you even safer from removal than you already were. Want more? Unlike Legadia, Auxilla is dark, meaning that her and Crimson Dragon can't be super polyed into Mud Dragon, a common fate for a board with Legadia. Similarly, being a dark dragon makes her a target for Shadow's Light, to summon the opposite attribute but same type Crimson Dragon for absolutely free. She also makes Waka Ushi into a much better one-card combo, rather than going through Banshee to find a starter, or go through Enchurining Entrainment to make an extra 12. You now get to do both, making Auxilla grab whatever starter or extender you like the best, then using that starter to make a turn 1 Crimson Dragon, either fire it off turn 1 to add Blazar to your end board, or hold it to use in your opponent's draw phase, giving them far fewer chances to play before Calamity hits the board, and leaving your summon with stand-up free to use on Legadia. But that brings me to my larger, more schizophrenic point. Waka Ushi is a one-card full Centurion combo. What else is? With the bare minimum Engine required of 1 stand-up,
we are going to get every full Centurion combo,
1 Primera, and 1 Gargoyle. Any deck capable of making a single 12 now has a pipeline to Crimson Dragon and King Calamity. As a Dark Dragon, Auxilla can even be made in Resonator, bringing us full fucking circle and putting Calamity back in the Red Dragon Archfiend deck. Calamity was of course banned in the OCG before these cards came out, so the TCG is the last testing ground we have left for the designers to absolutely beg us on their hands and knees to break King Calamity, while we continue to go, it's kind of bricky, loses to all sorts of outs. I still think SP Baron clears. Memento Cleanse Fusion is a quick play fusion spell for any
fuck. Okay. New Memento cards are crazy.
Fusion monster, as long as you
they're only getting crazier.
Memento, and can shuffle back material from graveyard if one of your mementos was destroyed this turn. You can also banish it from graveyard and destroy a monster you control to search a memento spell or trap. Memento Ton Twin Dragon is a fusion of 2 mementos that banishes any monster your mementos run over in battle, destroys a memento from hand or field on summon to search 2 memento monsters, and if it's destroyed, reborns a level 6 or lower memento. These cards fix up mementos draw the field spell or die strategy, giving you the connective tissue, so to speak, to search all the important pieces along the way, starting from just 1 card. With just Anguish, Darkblade, or Tatsu, you can get to a position of Mace popping itself to search Fusion, turning on its Miracle Contact mode, and getting you to Twin Dragon's double search using recycled material. And like Gaddock, Twin Dragon comes with an effect to reimburse you after destroying him to pay for an effect. So when you use Fusion's graveyard effect, shooting him in the head to get the field spell, he'll bring back something to further extend your combo. From this line, you can end on a board with Combined Creation, one of the traps, Mace in hand, and an IP or SP, depending on how much you fear God. You can also...
What? Did the pin go away? Oh my god. Can a mod pin it?
So adjust
I know
the line
Peeps
to make
is in
use
here.
of the 2 Fiend monsters in the deck to make Yama and end on a Soul of Rage and Escape. Or you could trade out your set trap for a set fusion, letting you make things like Guardian Chimera on your opponent's turn. If you make Twin Dragon this way, you can kill your Horn Dragon to get 2 searches, then trigger it to pop 2 of your opponent's cards and your Twin Dragon, which can then float into Anguish for yet another search, maximizing your interrupts and follow-up. Celatris Valmonica searches a Valmonica card when it's normal or pendulum summoned, and if it's sent to the graveyard and you have 2 Valmonicas in the scales, returns to the hand. Valmonica Invitare either summons a Valmonica from deck but locks you to only using the effects of Valmonica monsters for the turn, or if you control a non-pendulum Valmonica, adds a Valmonica pen to your hand and 1 to your extra deck. Disharmonia places a resonance counter on whichever scale you want, then either gains 500 and adds back a banished Valmonica, or takes 500 and adds back a Valmonica from the graveyard. With this new support, Valmonica finally feels like it has some amount of direction in terms of how you're supposed to play it. Celatris searching any card gives you a much clearer link between the highly searchable monsters and the spells they rely on. Celatris searching Invitare gets you to both a name game in hand to set scales with, and 1 in the extra to pendulum summon that can then copy one of your spells in the grave. And if you
Man. You're trying to sell me on the Valmonica Circular, but, like, there's just no way.
you already have scales set up, you can pendulum out both names to copy 2 spells. Celadus' effect to return to hand combos perfectly with Angelo and Demona's effects to pitch a card to set scales, since you'll see on resolution of the chain that you have both names in the pen zones and jump right back to hand, from which you can be normal summoned to grab Celta, which will search Inventare, getting you to that board with both copy effects ready to be used. Another perk of this recursion effect is the ability to summon her with Inventare's less desirable E-Tele effect, link her for Artemis, and in doing so get her back to hand to normal summon. Although the deck still doesn't have 1 card combo, since you still kind of need a way to get to one of the pens and a way to Celta, the complex web of searchability gives you several 2-card lines that can end on Zebufera with a trap engraved to copy, and maybe even one on field, as well as an IP and the field spell that can use its steal effect when the trap gaining you life points puts a 3rd counter on Angelo. And it's easier to control that interaction than ever with Disharmonia. First of all, both effects being around the same strength, brilliant. Thank you. Keep doing that. But also, independently placing a counter on whichever one you want before doing anything else gives you much better control on the number of counters on each scale. Normally, Angelo only gets like 1, and only from your other Angelo in the monster zone copying a gain life effect because it has no other choice than to use the gain life effect. Now you can easily put that 2nd counter on it so it can consistently gain the 3rd counter during your opponent's turn. And getting that 3rd counter also enables your IP to link herself into Duralume, popping pretty much all your opponent's monsters, presuming they'll have at least 3 counters on each scale by this point. The support has really steered the whole ship back on course, where before we weren't even sure it could float, to the point where the deck has already started doing pretty well in the OCG as a slower control strat with a good amount of non-engine space.
Really?
Saphira, Divine Dragon, and the Voiceless Voice draws 2 and
Right. I forgot that there's, like, good cards in here.
discards 1 on summon if you control low, rips a random card from your opponent's hand when your Light Warrior or Dragon Ritual battles, and during your opponent's end phase adds a light monster from graveyard back to hand. Blessing of the Voiceless Voice can add a Voiceless Voice card from graveyard or banish back to hand, and if a non-ritual summon, can perform a ritual summon of a Light Warrior or Dragon and make that monster unable to be destroyed by battle. Saphira, I mean, it's just not very good. It's cute that she can do all 3 of old Saphira's effects in 1 turn, but they're still not really that great. Drawing cards in a control deck is okay, but it does conflict with Prosp. Hand Rip in the battle phase, I mean, come on, man. Airbellum is down the hall and to the left.
Come on. You don't have to be that mean. She's trying, okay? She's trying.
I guess you can grab Diviner back during your opponent's end phase for follow-up, or maybe like Veiler. 4 out of 10, I will not play you. Blessing, on the other hand, has become a standard one of in Voiceless Voice builds
this
for
is
its
a good
utility
card.
in some 2-card combos and mid-game scenarios. For one thing, it's just nice to have a 3rd thing to place with low, because
Oh, man. So many times I'm playing this deck and I'm like, am I just setting a 2nd fucking barrier?
currently, once you've got Barrier and Radiance up, you'll find yourself on turn 3 and beyond just placing extra barriers.
Literally,
low, which, you know, has its purpose. The more copies you have, the harder it is to ever get to a scenario where your monsters can be targeted, aiding in the sticky aspect of VV's board. But Blessing really serves a purpose from turn 3 and beyond, recurring spent resources that the deck otherwise runs out of quickly, like copies of Dragon Queen and Prayers. Prayers was an especially sore spot for the deck because once you banish both your copies, you could get into a position where you just run out of ways to ritual summon in the late game. And Blessing, of course, gives you yet another remedy for that issue as a continuous means of ritual summoning once each turn, and during your opponent's turn as well, since it will trigger when your opponent summons something, letting you add a Soravis or Pendulum Graft to your board, while also triggering Low's resummon to get to Radiance. These interactions have enabled a 2-card combo with Low and Skull Guardian, where you link off Low for Linkaribo, Blessing to add back to Low, then make Secure Gardener to trigger Blessing to summon Skull Guardian. All told, it's kind of a minor incremental upgrade to an already sufficiently competitive deck.
Yeah.
Nightmare Apprentice
We'll take
can summon
percentage
herself
points,
by
though.
pitching
Ho! I'm back into illusion.
a card, has the illusion gimmick that they won't give up on, and searches any illusion monster on summon. Well, fuck me, I guess. When I called it concerning that there was a card that searched any illusion right when the type was starting to take form, they decided to dig in even harder into it. There must be some sort of schism in the R&D department
By the way, if you look like this, DM me. Gazelle.
over whether they should be running illusion as an actual type or just a gimmick of the Chimera archetype. For now, it's still the latter, and this card is of course pretty good for it. Functionally Signet Mining for Mirror Sword and Cornfield, this card adds more starters to the deck and makes for a good search with Gazelle that can add a body to the board, changing your Guardian Chimera options while also grabbing follow-up. Also, she's a level 6, so in the occasional hand where you don't get locked to fusions, you can end a turn by overlaying her and one of your Chimeras into Beatrice to
We are actually going to have to kill Beatrice. We are going to have to kill Beatrice. I'm so sorry. We are going to have to kill Beatrice. Okay, clip that and then write Satan right before the events of the Inferno. Crap! Every day until I die. Every day until I die. Every day.
Code of Soul is a level 3 fire cyburst that can summon itself.
Hey, Squidward, shut the fuck up.
If you control a Link monster, lets you reincarnate a solid Link once each turn, and can
That's
quick
so
effect
crazy.
banish itself to Link summon a Link 3 or higher cyburst.
We actually had a moment at the YCS where Danny pulled this in like entry packs or he'd opened a box. He pulled this and Peeps was just thumbing through it and he was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "This card is crazy," and it is.
Pyro Phoenix Truthers, our time is motherfucking now. Do 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 do.
It's
Do, do,
Regeki.
do, do. This card is a huge buff to Salad, giving them an extra way to reincarnate alongside Sanctuary, and a way to reincarnate on your opponent's turn, letting you do things like shuffle away a back row with Heat Leo, get another search with Raging Phoenix, or of course,
Ops wanted some initiative. Blew up their entire quadrant. I'm moving like Oppenheimer.
making both Raging Phoenix and Pyro Phoenix in a single turn isn't that complicated since you can reincarnate Raging to get the search, then link it off with Princess to end on your bomb. The problem is of course that Code isn't a Salad himself. You have mining and debug for him, but outside of those, the only consistent way to access him is through Horse Prince. Ugh.
I will play Horse Prince. I'm not above playing Horse Prince and Salaman Great.
On the bright side, the deck does have its own tuners to make Horse Prince with these days, and if you don't need him to grab Code, he can summon Ash so you can add it to hand with Sunlight Wolf later in the turn, or just grab Gazelle so you can focus your search power on other combo pieces. Supreme King's Arc Synchro Universe is a level
Okay, this is fucking tight. Keep printing this shit. I need them to print every universe Supreme King's Arc.
12 Synchro that requires Dark Pendulum non-tuners, and is treated as Arc while on the field, and I swear to you, that is the only line of text you need to know about. This card
Notably, it is ass. I will be honest, it's ass.
solves the issue plaguing Odd Eye's Arc Ray Dragon of being unreasonably difficult to summon, because the original's Arc is just not feasible to make turn 1, even if you can tag him into Arc Ray for a super generic scale search. By comparison, Synchro Universe is 1,000 times easier to make, so that makes Arc Ray playable, right?
Wrong.
You're not going to believe this, but a level 12 Synchro that isn't even generic is actually still pretty difficult to summon. The list of level 8 Dark Pendulums to tune with the level 4 tuners Pendulum Magician commonly plays is a lot less expansive than you might expect.
Oh, there's
the lines I've seen have
16
been
total.
all manner of cope, ranging from biting the bullet and just using 2 Dark Worms, to incorporating a Predaplant engine because of Triantis. And regardless, what's the payoff for putting yourself through all that?
You get to search one scale with Arcray.
A search? 90% of the time you're not even making Synchro Universe until after Pendulum summoning, so you'll have to clear out one of your
This is the weird circular thing that I love that Jaxel brings up is that like they keep printing good ways to get to Arcray, but it's like Arcray searches you a scale, which is what you have to have done in order to make Arcray.
pen zones and have something pretty spectacular waiting to be tutored out if this is
Ugh.
really the line you want to take with this deck. I think I'm realizing more and more that it wasn't really Zark's fault that Arcray was too hard to summon. Arcray is just dog shit. I feel like you could print a normal summon that can tag into him and he'd still be kind of mid. Probably the only cool thing he ever accomplished was being part of this transition that I had in my head for 6 months before pulling it off in the AGOV video. Vanadrass, the final bringer of the end times, is a rank 10 that can quick effect detach to negate an opponent's card.
Okay, this is the Peeps card.
Then detach an extra material to destroy a card in the field. It also pops a card when it attacks and when it's destroyed. Obviously, a rank 10 Omni is extremely strong, although whole level 10 archetypes aren't exactly common. It'll for sure open up some lines for Earth Machine in hands where they can get to the material before being locked, and maybe come up in decks like Eldritch and Nemlyria. The real deck to watch out for this card in, though, is Yubel, where
Yeah, it's just part of the end board.
frequently you can get to both a copy of Original and Spirit to add a big beefy Omni Negate to your board of mostly Monster Disruption. The pop attached to his Negate being free to go after whatever you want makes it profitable to negate a normal spell that's leaving the field anyway, then destroy a permanent on board getting practically double the value. And you can even get a disruption off the last effect by ending on Abyss Actor Super Producer, which
Holy shit. We found the home for Abyss Actor Super Producer. Holy fuck. Oh my god. So notably, we were trying to lab out for the Challenger Cup some Rescue Ace decks, and one of the early things, I think Ava suggested this, was like, what if in the slot where IP was, in order to insulate Turbulence against Infinite Impermanence, we played Abyss Actor Super Producer and just went like Nightmare and a Super Producer with 3 mats. But we found it. We found the location where it actually makes sense to do this.
can quick effect pop a face-up card to control, and then optionally do some Abyss Actor bullshit that you don't actually gotta do. He's already seen a bit of play in Unchained as an option to go into for a free pop during either turn, and playing him opens up some lines in U-Bell that play well into Nib, so it's not too bad of an idea to save an extra deck space for him, and sometimes be able to end on him with Varadras so you can trigger it to pop an opponent's card.
This is like the best day for theater kids since, I don't know, Tumblr banned porn.
Blink Out is a quick play spell that bounces a Link monster on the field, then can special summon one of its Link materials from your graveyard. Smart move from Konami not letting it summon all of the materials. I can't imagine the EDO Pro replays that would be farmed from a fully fledged D-Link row. Instead, it takes more inspiration from D-Fusion, being a decent removal tool and interruption to use on your opponent's Link monsters, just telling them to fuck off back where they came from real quick. A fun use case for it is if your opponent stole your monster with tactics, then linked it off, you can out their Link monster and get your guy back in the process. It's also like okay in conjunction with Link 1, since then the sort of trade your guy for Monster Reborn aspect of it isn't so minus. Maybe you want to make Marinsa Sea Angel early so you can get to your spell, then blink it out to get the material back to make Blue Slug. I don't know if that could even possibly come up. Why are you asking me? Not really a big deal. Metal Tronus summons a monster from hand, deck, or extra.
What the fuck is this card? I've never... Metal Tronus? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the Zephyra War reference?
Shares at least 2 of these stats with a monster your opponent controls, negates both the summon monster and the opponent's monster, then if they have the same name, banishes them face down, and your opponent cannot activate their monster in response. Another quick play 1-for-1 removal tool, Metal Tronus is odd. Much stronger in the mirror, but also forcing you to give up your own ball.
It's super funny because it connects Metaltron to DT lore. We have no lore explanation for this. Winda? What? Winda was a Gusto priestess, that's DT. Got corrupted by Shadows, that's DT. Joined the Ritual Beasts, that's Zephyra. Right? Metaltron is from Zodiac lore? But Zephyra Metaltron is the card that you have a problem with then, right? The Link 3? Not this card. We already knew that Metaltron was some sort of Zephyra. Different Metaltron. Callie, you look in my fucking eyes and you tell me there are 2 guys in gold armor whose name is Metaltron. You tell me that shit right now. There are 2 Metaltrons. There are 2... The whole chat, there are 2 guys named Metaltron. There are not. You are lying. There are not 2 Metaltrons. It's entirely... It's not possible. Search them. I know there's 2 cards. It's the same guy on both. Oh my god. Search them? What is searching them gonna do? Prove to me that there's 2 different cards that say Metaltron. I'm pulling it up right now. Here we go. Whee! Oh, there's Balatro in the background there. There we go. Metaltron 12, Zephyr Metaltron. Same guy. Gold armor. How is this that hard? Exact same guy. Same weapon. Zephyr has angel wings. The other guy has... Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. It's just a different outfit.
Bosses to get the most value out of it. You can remove Baron by summoning your own and then banishing them, but then you don't have your own Baron anymore. So maybe it's just good as a negate that also extends for you. I guess negating your opponent's Flamberge and summoning your own puts you in a pretty good position. Being a little bit...
They're both just named after the same biblical angel. Oh, and they both shop at the same fucking gold-plated store.
Spell speed 4 is cool. Maybe this would have peaked in like Prank Kid format where you could negate Battle Butler and summon Fansies to start your...
This is like when people find out that it's not the same Link in every game. It's like, no, it really is 12 different guys who look the same and wear the same clothes.
Own combo right off. Very funny it has to be a non-token monster so you can't target the Primal Being token and summon a second Nibiru.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit in the weeds in the middle of this video, but you guys weren't around because you were all 12. But there was a time when people did not know how many links there were, and there was a one link theory that was just insanely funny. And then after we all just sort of assumed that there were a million links, there became a one Ganondorf theory that I think people are over now. People don't think it's the same Ganondorf every time, right? No, they do. No, he dies in Wind Waker. There's like 2 or 3 Ganondorfs, but it's not the exact same guy. It's just his soul is this. Okay, shut the fuck up. It's like 2 or 3 different guys. I will say I 100% believe the theory that Nintendo did not have a handle on the timeline, and then they read forum posts where people were like, "Oh, what if there was just a timeline split?" And they were like, "That's a damn good idea. Let's roll with that." That's like 100% what happened.
Bellstar lore update.
Snake Eyes Diabellstar is Konami's latest innovation in making cards that are completely impossible to talk about without just saying the entire card name, breaking up the flow of your sentence with 6 fuck-ass syllables, and somehow still not being understood.
Hey, it's me, Snake Eye Diabellstar, star of the Diabells of the Eyes of the Snake.
When she battles, she can place herself and the monster she's battling into the back row as continuous spells, and while she's there, you can target a fire in your graveyard, place it in the back row, and summon her. This card has seen a lot of play in pure Snake Eye variants, since she can be placed in the back row with Divine Temple or Dramatic Chase. Her existence makes both of them an actual proactive extension, instead of just an extra resource waiting to be unlocked later. She's also the second search target for Wanted, so if you open Wanted and Black Witch, you can search Snake Eyes, pitch it for Black Witch, then later in the turn use Poplar Flamberge to place her from the grave into the back row to use her free summon. That also makes both of them even better in the grind game, since they both can put a monster on board with their place effects much more quickly than usual. Doesn't usually make the cut in Fire King builds, but she definitely adds a lot more options to the already incredibly strong Snake Eye archetype.
Yeah, it is what it is. The timeline has been removed following the Switch games. What? Wait, what? No, they can't just do that. They were just like, we gave up on the timeline. It doesn't exist anymore. What? No, you are literally lying. My understanding was that Breath of the Wild was either a unified timeline or like happened way in the past. Every timeline ends in Breath of the Wild. Good. That's good. That's not how time works. What the fuck do you know about time? Animateur, show me your fucking 4D credentials right now. That's not how timelines work. And how the fuck would you know, Doctor Strange?
Diabell's, the original Sin Keeper, is an illusion without the illusion effect that they actually are giving up on, that can summon herself if there's a sinful spoils in either graveyard. Makes your opponent
strange
unable to
she's an
activate
illusion.
any spell or trap cards that weren't set first, and if a player
Great.
sets a spell trap, can target a
Anti-spell.
card on each field and destroy them. Sinful Spoils Struggle can destroy cards on your field up to the number of sinful spoils in your graveyard and banished, and cards on your opponent's field up to the number of theirs. And if it's destroyed or banished by your opponent while set, they
She's
can
an
shuffle
illusion
2
'cause
cards
she
on the field
died as
back
a
into the
kid.
deck. Sinful Spoils of Dozing Morian can book a special summon monster, and if you control a level 5 or higher illusion, can reset itself. And Sinful Spoils Subdual either searches or summons a level 5 or higher illusion, but if you summon it, it can't activate its effects during the main phase this turn, and can banish itself from graveyard, bounce a set card you control, then let you set a spell trap. So start off with the obvious. Morian is kinda whatever. It's competing with like Silvera and Arciella as interruptions you can set with
Competing with Arciella. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Black Witch, and it's okay. Struggle is painfully reactive, only doing anything in matchups where your opponent is on Sinful Spoils too, so one might view it as a way for Snake Eye to like bully Rescue Ace and TG and shit. And Subdual is of course your main way of finding and enabling Diabells. Summoning her with Subdual makes her mostly unable to use her pop.
I love the art on this card. The eyes, man, they're so cool.
Pop that turn, but her Floodgate will still be active, and the graveyard effect of Subdual can proactively trigger her pop on a later turn. If you draw into Diabells in a hand that already has Black Witch access, you can summon her for absolutely free, and in doing so, turn off Infinite Impermanence for one thing. I know one guy who's happy about that. On your opponent's turn, they'll be unable to use quick play spells or set scales, so Runic and Pendulum fans are already calling for this card's immediate extermination. But she's not a full anti-spell. If your opponent wants to use a spell like Rhoda, they just have to set it first, and then flip it right up. That's where the pop comes in, giving you a chance to predict whether you think the spell that's just been set is a threat, and neutralizing it before it gets flipped up, making her kind of like a spell negate in a stripped down sort of way. But of course this opens up the mind games of, is this set spell what I think it is? Is it the card they just searched, or a complete bluff? This doesn't, however, apply if the set spell is original Sinful Spoils, and it was set by Blackwitch, because although it has broader application, this too is a card designed for the mirror. I mean, come on, your opponent can't use quick plays? Like Wanted? I'm starting to get the sense that Konami might just be a little embarrassed of this lore arc they've embarked on. Like, they didn't mean for it to immediately revolutionize the game on release, and just like their last lore arc, create a tier 0 deck in the second leg of the story. So now they're trying to make support for the deck that's also anti-support, but they can't make it too good at that either, or I don't fucking know. Leah Bells has not seen very much play in Snake Eyes so far, but you better believe they're playing her in Chimera, because she's an illusion monster.
She is an illusion.
That does something.
She does something.
You can get her into rotation with Gazelle, Apprentice, or Mythical King, then use King of Phantom Beasts or Big Wing to summon her, from which point she'll shield you against stuff like Evenly or Called By, and be able to pop something when your opponent tries to use a spell card. That's kind of it. There's no card for me to go insane about this time, although from a certain point of view, I kind of went insane about every card this time, because how the hell did I write 700 words about Lightsworn? I sometimes wonder if my work is unsustainable, if I can really expect to get an adequate understanding of 100 cards every 3 months, not even factoring in side sets. I mean, there literally were no new cards in between Phantom Nightmare and Legacy of Destruction. I had the most time I've ever had to research for this video. Still worried about it every single day. I'm worried right now writing this, thinking somehow every single segment is too short, not in depth enough, probably outdated somehow. Maybe I'm worried that you guys won't watch a video called Everything You Need to Know if I don't know everything. There's a lot of things I don't know. I don't know how many more of these I have in me. I don't know if I'll ever make a video that does as well as Power of the Elements again. I don't think it matters. But right now I'm not going anywhere. I'll keep working my ass off to try and share as much knowledge of this strange, spectacular game as I can.
Classic
with this
YouTuber
world.
feel.
If I don't, who will? I mean, maybe Josh.
Let me tell you this. The second that Jaxel stops making these videos, I am stealing the formula. I'm going into his house like Plankton, and I'm grabbing that shit up, Krabby Patty style. I will be taking it. And remember, we are not just watching the video on the MBT stream. At minimum, we are clicking this link so that he gets the view. We are subscribing to the channel. And we are commenting. I don't know what we're commenting. Comment something, something unique. I can't be like everyone comment the same thing, because then it gets flagged. Aren't Ashened cards coming out in that pack? All right, let's look at the document. Preface: a new card confusions and a brief history of problem-solving card text. Legacy of Destruction will be released on April 26, 2024, including a wide array of new cards for new and existing strategies. Two of the cards therein are Nightmare Throne and Enlightenment Dragon. On initial glance, these cards have little to do with each other, supporting Yubel and Lightsworn respectively. Upon closer inspection, though, both cards include effects that add monsters to hand, and then special summon the monsters, which begs the question, why do I add the monster to hand when I would rather summon it, and why does it add to hand then summon when other cards give me the choice of adding or summoning? Notice how both monsters' effects begin with text stating they cannot be normal summoned or set and must be special summoned by a specific procedure. In OCG terms, these are special summon monsters. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card text is famously a disaster. That's what I like to read in my ruling document. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card text is famously a disaster. They talk about the invention of problem-solving card text. However, critically for this discussion, they did not codify special summon to the type line to match its structure in the OCG. Unlike normal monsters who have had normal added to their type line since the beginning of the Link era, or subtypes being updated, special summoned monsters are denoted by phrases like must be special summoned by or must be first special summoned by. Due to the aforementioned exclusion from the type line, problem-solving card text has a difficult time codifying how special summoned monsters can be interacted with. This, coupled with the fact that whatever reason Konami TCG does not issue rulings, leads to a number of situations that are unintuitive upon first inspection. OCG rulings are therefore needed to parse how interactions work, and are taken on faith to apply similarly to the TCG unless a conflicting rule exists. Let's take this important precedent. If Uriah is sent to the graveyard without being properly special summoned, can be special summoned by Hyperblaze, which ignores their summoning conditions. No, they cannot be special summoned. In order to special summon a special summon monster from the graveyard, even ignoring its summoning conditions, that monster must have first been special summoned properly, then sent to the graveyard. This applies to special summon monsters that are in your extra deck face up, or that are banished face up. Holy fuck. It's literally the exact same ruling as Dark Flat Top. It's literally the exact same reason as Dark Flat Top. I can't believe it. That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. I'm going to cry. Oh my god. This gets into what I think is problem-solving card text biggest issue with special summon monsters. Card text like that on Dark Flat Top. Oh my god. I'm going to cry. The largest confusion is inherent in the phrase ignoring its summoning conditions. The assumption is that this allows you to ignore the summoning procedure regardless of context. It's clearly incorrect, so what does the phrase mean? The OCG has added context to it. For disclaimer, I am not fluent in Japanese. Credits to Ness with the organization back in 2016. Cards with effects that say ignoring its summoning conditions can special summoned monsters from the deck or hand without special summoning them by the proper procedure. As we have no conflicting rule in the TCG, this should also be our understanding of the phrase in all context. Immediately of importance is we need to understand the deck refers to the main and the extra, and the exclusion of cards banished face down implies an uncertainty of their interaction I hope will be addressed in the forthcoming 2024 Perfect Rulebook. Is that the PBR? In the Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm going to cry, man. I'm going to fucking cry. Ignoring summoning conditions is not able to override the correct procedure of cards in public knowledge locations. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm literally going to cry. I hate this. I don't like it. God. All right. You want to do some new cards, PogChamp, before we get in here with Doug? All right, what do we got? Dominus Purge. The new Valmonicas. Centurion Atri. New Mementos. Couple of lead cards. Oh. This thing. This thing. I feel like I don't have to do the lead ones. More Valmonicas. More Madolches. Light and Darkness Dragon. Jesus Christ. Do the lead exclusives? Okay. I think this is everything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do the lead reveals master post. Oh, this is just everything. Hell yeah, I'll just click all this. And then what am I missing? Dominus, the new Valmonica cards. I don't see the Centurions in here. Or the Mementos. Okay, but here is this. Dolce, Lad, Valmonica, Various. We do have this one. Warrior, Field Spell, Misk, Ash, and Imports. Okay, ready? New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. So, We're first beginning with the cards that are being imported into LEDE, the set that is coming out this next weekend. First up, Dandy White Lion. This is the card that is modeled off of me, both because it's white and because it's a dandy. Pendulum Witch. Happy we're finally getting this card. This probably will see play in Pendulum Slop. Code of Soul, a great card for the 3 Salaman Great Copers, and Supreme King Zark Synchro Universe. These are cool cards. I'm not going to talk too much about them because they are already revealed months ago, and we're just getting them now. They're all pretty good, with the exception of Dandy White Lion. And also Supreme King Zark Synchro Universe. Code of Soul is very powerful in Salaman Great, though you have to draw it. Pendulum Witch is very powerful in the Pendulum deck. Next up, the Ashened Await at the End of Fire. So we did this one last time. We watched the video. That's up on the channel already. Just want to reiterate, these cards are not very good. One thing that I was very excited about previously upon seeing these cards is that at minimum, I thought Embers of the Ashened would be playable as a super poly target, but then I realized it is just a strictly worse super poly target than like Garura, so maybe it won't even see play there. Since saying those cards were bad, I went to the YCS and got Vados to one round, but it wasn't very strong, so I remain confident in my assertion that these cards are PP. Next up, Overdose on Terrifying New Reptilian Terrors. Void Burial, the Dragon Undertaker. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. It's an illusion. During the main phase, if a monster your opponent controls is sent to the graveyard, you can activate the following effect based on where the card is at the activation. Hand, special summon this card. Fiend, make an effect monster your opponent controls, lose 1500 attack. Then, if its attack becomes 0 by this effect, you can destroy it. Card's bad. However, it is an illusion that does something. So for the moment, it is probably going to see play in Chimera as a 1-of. You know, it's just a 3,000 body. I don't really know, you know, what to say. Yeah, I don't know if it's better than the House of Wax guy or Tau or Diabelle's now that we have her, but it is an illusion that does something, and that means he's immediately suspect for play in illusion. You have to do so little to be playable in illusion. It is really the diversity higher archetype, you know? They're looking for their quirked up white boy, and I think they may have found it. Next up, Azaya, the Dragoness of Deranged Devotion. What the fuck? They made a Leah Asimov card? I've made this joke all weekend. I was hanging out with Leah Asimov and was just making this joke. She signed a copy of this card for me. If this card is special summoned, you can put a deranged counter. I see. On a face-up monster your opponent controls, and it cannot be used as material for a fusion, synchro, exese, or link summon while it has a counter. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster with the deranged counter, destroy that opponent's monster. Both players take damage equal to its original attack, and destroy this card at the end of the battle phase. It's the Yandere card. Okay, sure. Haggard Lizardos. Okay, so Danny showed me this card, and I was like, this card seems okay. Banish a monster from your face-up field or graveyard with 2,000 or less attack. Target a face-up monster on the field. Make its attack become equal to the original attack of the monster banished to activate this effect. Then if you banished a monster that was reptile, draw a card. Oh! You know, if you're link climbing, this just says, on your link climb, draw a card. I'm in. Big day for dog dick. Next up. Enter a whole new universe with field spell support. I saw Krishnerd Witch in LEDE for the first time this weekend, and I saw this and I said, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this card. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while multi-universe is on the field. Unclear what that is. You can only use one of the following effects of Krishnerd once per turn if a card in the field zone leaves the field by a card effect, except during the damage step. You can special summon this card from your hand. When a field spell that is already face up on the field activates its effect, shuffle one of your monsters that have banished or in your graveyard into the deck, or if that monster mentions the field spell, you can special summon itself. This doesn't do anything. Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure this does not do a goddamn thing. I'm out if they don't have a guy dwelling in a jungle. I have really great news for you. Jungle Dweller is up next. Can it be normal summoned or set? Must be special summoned by its card effect. While there are 2 cards in the field zones, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Jungle Dweller once per turn. You can banish a light or a dark monster from your graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. Ooh, it's a chaos monster. If this card in your owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, shuffle up to 2 field spells from your graveyard or banishment into the deck, then destroy up to that many cards your opponent controls. I love that they're still printing cards like this. Oh, you aren't going to want to run over this one. Oh, I'm going to get all my resources back. I'll pop 2 of your cards. Oh, be careful. I think people will be good. I don't think. And multi-universe. Activate only if you don't control a face-up card in your field zone. Target a field spell that is banished or in either graveyard. Destroy this card. And if you do, place that targeted card face-up in your field zone. You can only use this effective multi-universe once per turn. If a card in your field zone would be destroyed by card effect, banish this card from your graveyard instead. So it's like a pseudo space that sucks balls? Am I correct? Now, let me ask you a question about this card. When it says you don't control a face-up card in your field zone, that text doesn't do anything, right? Can't you just set this card and then activate it? What the fuck? Why does it say that? It means you can't get it with Metaverse. But you can. You just add it to your hand. Why would you ever get it with Metaverse? It doesn't have a quick effect. Oh, it takes a turn under anti-spell. If they draw the one of, you are fucked on this. Oh, man. You could ignore its summoning conditions. True. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't understand. It just feels like a pseudo space that works a little less intuitively. Boy, why are they printing these? There's got to be some reason. Like, they're gonna, maybe the third series of Ashen support will be like, oh, you thought Jungle Dweller and Krishnerd Witch were low power? Well, this new card, Vitos 3, wins the game immediately if you've got someone dwelling in your jungle. All right, next up. I love Chicken Game 7, 8, and 9. What the fuck were Chicken Game 4, 5, and 6? There's only one Chicken Game. Okay. Terraforming. All right, that's 2. So, okay, pseudo space. Yeah. Next up. Howl to the Stars with new warrior support. Okay, we have new fucking Battle Guard support. I don't know why. First up is Pyrite Knight. If this card is in your graveyard, target a warrior you control, except Pyrite Knight, return it to the hand, special this card, and summon a Pyrite token to your opponent's field. During the battle phase, you can special a warrior from your hand. Why are we printing cards like this, man? Holy shit. Stop printing warriors with battle phase effects, man. I don't need to see this shit. Well, it gives your opponent a card. That's something. War Rock support. It literally is. Battle Guard Echoes. Okay, I love the Battle Guards. I think that there's a lot of potential for them to be in good decks. When this card is activated, add a level 5 Earth from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. Wow. Just had to put that second line of text on there, huh? Couldn't have just been Rhoda. Once per turn, if a monster is returned from the field to the hand, even during the damage step, activate one of these effects. Add a Battle Guard Rage or a Battle Guard Howling from your deck to your hand. 2 bangers. Change a face-up... Oh, it's terrible. It's awful. But it combos with Pyrite Knight. Double die. Then you must be double died. If you control no monsters, special summon a level 4 warrior monster from your deck. Target a warrior you control, special summon an earth warrior monster with an equal or lower level from your deck or graveyard. I mean, it's not bad. It's just like a trap card. Why is it called double die? Yeah, it should be called 1 of 2 dies. This shit would have gone crazy in Edison, though. We completely crept, summon a level 2 warrior from deck. Look at the bottom left. Who is that? Who is that over there? Wait, is that unexpected die? Wait, shit. It's expected die. Stupid. Next up. Various cards from the commercial. We have Costanza here at the top. 3 as 1. During your opponent's end phase, if the combined number of cards they control and in their hand is greater than the combined number of cards you control and in your hand, special 3 normal monsters from your graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 monster cards you control with different original names. Set a spell trap from your hand or deck that mentions all 3 of those cards' different names. Okay, this is Ojama Delta Hurricane support. It's funny. I think it's funny. Gonna go crazy in like a Kira Twig Huge Revolution deck profile. Okay, here's the cards we want to talk about. Mementotlin. Oh, God, here we go. Tekatikla? No, that's not right. Tekatlika. Tekutlika. I'm trying here. Okay, searching it just found extra copies of that. In fact, there is a separate page for those, I think. So we will do those when we get there. For now, let's just hold off. Next up. Sing a Song of Glory with Valar, Valmonican Hollow Hymn. All right, there's a link too. Unaffected by non-Valmonica's cards effects while you have 6 or more resonance counters on cards you control. That's big. The new Valmonica cards make it very easy to get 3 and 3, which means that this is likely going to often be unaffected. For each level 4 Valmonica monster you control, this card gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase. Don't care. And once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, negate the summon, destroy the monster, then remove 3 resonance counters from your field. Are you kidding me? They were like, fine. You guys want to talk shit on Valmonica? Fine. We will give you 1 good card. That's so kind of them. So this deck actually has a pretty easy time putting up a Link 2. It usually makes one of the Tribal Link 1s and then a guy. This is, wow. That's nice a lot. That's really nice. That's very, very nice. There's another one. Oh, I'm excited. We'll get there in a sec. In fact, let's skip a little bit and get there now. And the new card is a trap. Valmonica Link monsters you control gain 1200 attack with 6 or more resonance counters on your field. Snore. If your opponent special summons a monster, Link summon a Valmonica monster. Oh. If this card is sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, put resonance counters on 1 card in your pendulum zone. You can place resonance counters on until it has 3. That's... wow. Am I going to have to take Valmonica seriously? No. I mean, these seem like really powerful cards. I guess it will be a... I'll start tinkering. We'll start tinkering with this. We'll see what we can come up with. Next up. Light and Darkness Dragon. So if you're unfamiliar, Light and Darkness Dragon is like a monster, right? But it's made of Light Dragon and Darkness Dragon in the manga, and like they fuse or something. You know. So now we have them. We have the Light Dragon and the Dark Dragon, and they're going to hang out together. Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. This is a 3400 attack monster with a level 8 dragon and a level 8 dragon, light and a dark. While face up on the field, this card is also dark, and once per chain when a spell trap or monster effect is activated, it loses exactly 1000 defense, and if it does, negate the activation. I believe that is mandatory and once per turn, so once per chain. No, it's not once per turn. Once per chain, but it is mandatory. And if this card is destroyed by your opponent, you can target a dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. That's crazy. Light and Sublimation Dragon. You can banish a level 8 dragon monster from your extra deck, special summon this card from your hand, and you can't special for the rest of the turn except for dragons. Ooh. During your main phase, you can fusion summon a fusion monster using monsters in your hand or field as material. And when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can make this card lose exactly 500 attack and defense, and that opponent's monster loses 15. Wow, this card is just independently insanely strong. What the fuck? That's like... this one in particular. And then Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Again, banish a level 8 dragon monster from your extra deck, special summon this card from your hand. You're dragon locked. And then you can activate one of these effects, either fusion from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, or target another attack position monster. This card loses 500 attack and defense, and if it does, destroy the target. This card's crazy. What the fuck? Both of these cards are insane. As is the fusion. Wow. Dragon Link support? I mean, you could put this in a lot of decks. Like, wow. Can you get both of these off of like a Melody of the Awakening Dragon? Or does that say 3,000 or higher? I can't remember if it says level 8 or 3,000 or higher. No, wrong stats. Okay, yeah. All right, we have Night Armed Dragon. If you special summon a level 5 or higher dragon monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can make its attribute and level become one of your banished dragon monsters. Cute. So it can be the other half of the fusion. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a dragon monster you control against 1,000 attack. Very cute. It gets an extra negate. This card's fun. Glory of Light and Dark. Shuffle a level 8 dragon monster from your hand into the deck and add a level 8 dragon monster with a different attribute from your deck to your hand. Target a dragon monster you control. It gains attack equal to its level times 200. And when a card effect is activated that targets a dragon monster you control, negate that effect. This card is cool. This card is very cool. One of those modular cards that does everything you want. Unfortunately, I think the problem right now is it's hard to find both of these guys. Wait, you guys are saying it doesn't give an extra negate? Why? Why is that? Oh, it's only attack, no defense boost. Okay. Then it prevents your guy from being run over before he gets Appaloosa'd out. Okay, I get it. That's cute. Regardless, these are really cool cards. I hope they see play, but it does kind of suck you have to find both of them. That shouldn't be impossible, but, you know, it is what it is. Next up. Okay. All weekend, people were talking about this shit. The two Memento cards, we'll start at the bottom with Memento Mictlan, Tekeltika? I'm trying here. Combined Conqueror. 3 Mementos. You can only use this card's name once, first, second, and third effects once per turn each. You cannot activate this card's first and second effect in the same chain. This card is fusion summoned. You can send 3 Memento cards from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard. Now, you might be wondering why that 3 is bolded. When first spoiled, they thought it said 5. Let me tell you, 3 is still crazy. Quick effect, you can target the same number of Memento cards you control and cards your opponent controls. Destroy them. Insane. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and of course it can send itself. Add a Memento Tlacan from your deck to your hand. This is crazy. That's unbelievable, and it's made more unbelievable by this card, Memento Mystical Sheep. If a monster in your possession was destroyed by a card effect this turn, special this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can just fucking fusion summon. Do it, using monsters from your hand or field as material. And if destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send a Memento card from your deck to your graveyard, except Mementodlan Mystical Sheep. Wow. Crazy card. All these cards are crazy. They're trying to make Memento good, and I think they will get there eventually. I think this is it's the closest so far. That said, and I hate to do this, the problem with Memento is that it doesn't have like a super competent end board yet. And it feels like you are still ending on the same inflexible big negation guy that you were before. This is cool. This fusion gives you like maybe like a Steeds available. But yeah, Ripper Dot, it looks like the end board is kind of tribal Appaloosa plus Ritual Beast Steeds, which is good, but not necessarily tier 1. I certainly think it will be playable from this point onward. Like, it should be something you should be considering when going to an event. But I am not yet convinced that it's going to be crazy. Again, just first impressions, willing to be very wrong about this. Next up. New Centurions. Cool. Centurion entry. If this card is normal or special, then you have an emblema. What is an emblema? Oh, we're about to see it. And a Centurion in your graveyard. You can draw a card and can't special summon for the rest of the turn. This card will be used as synchro material. You can treat it as a non-tuner. During the main phase, if the card is a continuous trap, you can special summon it. And emblema atonement. Banish a face-up Centurion from your spell and trap zone. Target a card your opponent controls. Banish it. If this set card is destroyed or banished by an opponent's activated card effect, put 2 Centurions with different names from your hand deck and graveyard of banishment face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous traps. Yeah, unfortunately, I really don't know enough about this archetype to make any sort of prediction about if these cards are going to be good or not. But they don't strike me as broken. Anti-Cosmic Cyclone. Exactly, right? This first guy is kind of flexible, which is nice for a deck that is very inflexible. You know, that's appreciated, I'm sure. The spell seems fine, but not game-changing. Emblema Oath is a non-searchable Rhoda. I see. And final one. Halt your opponent's combo with Dominis Purge. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. Lee. When a card is activated that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to the hand, for the rest of this duel after the card activated from the hand resolves, you cannot activate dark, fire, or water effects. Negate the activated effect. And if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy that card. Huh? What? So I'm trying to figure out what the attribute lock is about. Is it part of like, we are from this point forward going to like segment up attributes into like, if you want to play hand traps, you have to play X hand traps instead of Y hand traps? Or is it literally like, we don't want you to use Molt Chummy, Ash Blossom, or Bestials? Because if that's the case, boy, that's fucking sad. It's that. You know what it might be is they might be like, we are trying to make you choose. Do you want to play Dominus Purge, Imperm, the new trap that's sort of Ash Blossom, or do you want to play hand traps? More powerful, less restrictions, way more vulnerable to cards like Called by the Grave and Triple Tactics Talents and shit like that. Now, notably, chat, yes, you can still use Maxi, but there is one thing that could change that math. If all right, I think I have one more thing to do with it, which is the Madolches. Does anyone have a link to the Madolches? Apparently not. MBT play Madolches will be livid, I imagine. Click on news, then TCG. Not seeing them. Oh, thank God. Someone finally dug them up. Madolche Queen Tierra a la Fraise. 3 level 5 Dolces. Once per turn, you can also summon a la Fraise by using Tiramisu. Detach a material. Oh! This just ranks up onto Tiramisu and makes Tiramisu a quick effect. That's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's crazy, but like that was the fix. Okay, so you know how Chocolate a la Mode ranks up? What if we just made Tierra Matu? I'm in. I'm in. New Link. Okay, so New Link has a lot of potential. Madolche got what I think people thought was the shittiest Link out of Link Reigns pack, and it still went crazy just because, like, a way to get Madolches off the field is unbelievable. All right. Link 3 Beast Link Effect Monster. If this card is Link summoned, you can add a Madolche card from your deck to your hand. This card's amazing. You can target a monster in your graveyard. You are Madolche locked. Special to summon a Madolche from your hand. Shuffle that target into the deck. This card's incredible. This card is this card's shockingly good. It's really, really strong. I really can't. I know it doesn't look fantastic. I promise you it is. That first effect is unbelievable. Second effect is unbelievable as well. Unbricks Messenger Lotto. I mean, it does everything, right? If you need guys in graveyard for, like, Hoot Cake, you have it, and you get to fucking search Hoot Cake. If you need guys out of graveyard for Patetting Cesur or whatever, you just search Chateau. I mean, it seems pretty good. It seems really strong. It's a beast. It seems great. It's an Earth Beast. I don't know. It's like Madolche Link monsters are really hard to evaluate in a vacuum. You got to understand the floor on these cards is really high. And Madolche Dessert, also in the market for a good trap card. Their existing trap card is fine. Would love a better one. Target 2 effect monsters on the field, including a Dolce. Return those to the hand, and then you can special summon a Madolche from your hand or extra deck with attack equal or less to than the monster's total original attack. All right, well, that's fucking insane. If a Madolche card is returned from your graveyard to the deck or extra deck while this card is in your graveyard, attach this to an Xyz monster you control as material. Okay, thank God. I was like, does this have the once per turn and only once that turn? It does. So you can use them both on the same turn, which is good. But otherwise, yeah, this is cool. You get to do glass souffle shit. Yeah. I mean, these are good cards. These are good cards for sure. And I think Madolche is one of those archetypes that actually is a lot closer than you would think. And a card like this, Madolche Queen Tierra a la Fraise, is like exactly what they needed to. Like, if you read Tierra Masu, it reads like a card printed in 2021. Like, that is an effect that is still insanely strong. Giving it quick status makes it legitimately game warping. So I could see it happen. And, you know, one thing that people don't understand is that Madolche, I think, has, in my opinion, a better grind game than almost literally every deck, including Snake Eyes. Like, it loves to play on turn 3. It loves to play on turn 5. It loves to play on turn 7. And it's so hard to beat their established board. I would not be surprised to see Madolche playable as a result of these cards. But it will take some tinkering. You know, it will take people trying to figure out, do I want to be playing, like, the Vernisylphs? Do I want to be playing, like, there are still choke points for the strategy. It is still kind of normal summon reliant unless you open Salon. You know, there's still a lot that you can do. Nib still kills this deck? I do not believe that at all. People have always said Nib kills Madolche. I really do not believe that at all. Nib killed Unchained too. Nib kills decks. Has there been a deck in modern memory that Nib actually just beats on face? Like a playable meta deck that it's like, oh, if you draw Nib, you automatically win? Hero? No, Hero, it hasn't been true since the release of Wake Up. Cash? No? I mean, not if you're good. Salad? I guess. I feel like Salad just would extend to a position where if you nib them, they have the material to get at least one guy back on field. Sword Soul? I don't think that's true at all. If you don't open Long One. When was the last time they didn't open Long One? Generator? That's true. That one is 100% correct, actually. Sword Soul now? Okay, well, you got me. All right. All right, let's get Doug in here. You forgot this one? We ain't got to talk about this one.
Yo.
Hey Doug, I'm sorry I called you and I just realized I hadn't yet done the very last new card.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. You're reviewing my
Are
gold
you
phase, it
familiar
looked like.
with the work of William S. Burroughs?
No.
Well, the design team at Infinite Forbidden apparently is, as they have just printed Missing Burroughs, the Dark Ruler of the Highest Heaven, a reference to the famous sci-fi author.
Oh. Weird. No, I didn't know that.
This card's bad, chat. All right, let's play roulette.
Yeah, I'm a little late this morning, and I was really up late partying last night.
Were you?
And when I say partying, I mean I stayed up till 3 a.m. to finish Children of Dune, because I have this problem where once I get to the final 100 pages of a book, I can't not read it in like one day. Like I need to know. And boy, let me know when you've read the rest of that book, because it gets pretty crazy.
I have
be
finals this week, so I probably will read it either Friday or like
real people jobs.
It's hardly a real
and-
person job. I'm so close to dropping out, dog. I'm so close. I just need that little push. My wife is cool with it now. She's like recommending I drop out, and I'm like, oh man, you can't give me this power.
How much more time do you have if you stay in?
It's a long time. It's like another year and a
Years?
half of going part-time.
Well, my wife was in a very similar situation where she was in grad school for PT, and she was just miserable doing it like part-time. It was just going to take, 5 years or whatever. So she dropped after like a year, and, I think it went a lot better because it was just so stressful.
I wish I had
saying you
dropped
should
after
drop,
1
but-
year. Now I'm like far enough in that I'm like, fucking hell, I'd finish this out.
Well, it was a little bit, I guess, it's a little different, but there was like a lot of time spent doing classes before even grad school. But yeah, it was definitely like a sunk cost discussion for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me share this with you. Let me show what's going on here. We got Yugi off. We got Kaiba off. Why am I saying it like that? Kaiba's no longer on the wheel. And then
Thank
Rex
God.
Raptor's no longer on the wheel.
Mega Gamer says, I'm so close to being done with community college you can finish university. Mega Gamer, if you finish community college, I will finish law school. 100%.
There you go.
We'll make you this deal.
The
right
thing
now.
about community college that I didn't realize as a kid was that, boy, it is, some might even argue that getting an associate's degree is more valuable right now than getting a bachelor's, just because no, people are just starting to not care about the bachelor's anyway, so you might as well just only go for 2 years because everyone's just going to see it at this. Like, you still went to college. Like, it doesn't matter.
Bachelor degrees are just basically like it's like, so what does this prove? That you could dress yourself for 4 years. It's like, that's really the requirement that we need at this job, is that you could dress yourself on your own.
Well, and who needs college anyway? We can just all use AI.
That's true. Oh, dog. I've fallen so deep down the rabbit hole. You know Leah Asimov?
Yeah.
She's like a CS person, and I'm constantly like being mean to her and sending her messages about like CS professors whose kids are just fucking GPTing the entire class. They're the worst about this.
I saw this thing that was like a professor emailed, it was like 32 kids at the end of the semester and said, is this what you've seen
granting amnesty, and like 31 of them sent back like, I used GPT.
Like every single, it's like, oh my God. No, I do wonder what the English majors are out there doing right now, because like
it's been, I will say, renaissance for humanities majors, because the GPT'd English papers, in my opinion, are so easy to sniff out. They are like,
can't work. There's just no way.
Yeah, like other Leah, playoffs Leah, teaches English, and she's like, oh, it's just like totally visible. And like,
yeah,
she's like, I've had to have like 5 really rough conversations with kids where I've been like, okay, I can tell you GPT'd this, write it again, or I'm failing you. And like, well, what are you gonna do? Get fucked.
They just think they can do like nothing. I don't know, these new generation of kids. It's crazy. But I used to work in a writing center, and I think that like you could already tell in the writing center like such a difference in writing abilities. Like because I've always kind of been an English guy, I guess, looking back at things. So I know, you only see your own paper or whatever. And not that people are like stupid, but just a lot of people just don't have a grasp on like how to write papers.
Oh, yeah.
So when you like already don't have a good grasp on it and then you just like cheat the entire time, you're just gonna not know how to write. You can only write tweets at that point. I don't know.
I remember there was a Reddit post. I fought with Chad about this, where the teachers subreddit is so good because it's always like teachers being like, I gotta do it. It's over. They're never having a good time. And one of them was like, this student put in something that was clearly someone else's work. I don't know what to do. And all the comments were like, how dare you say that? What if this student just like locked in for the final? What if this student just turned in garbage all year and then locked in for the final paper? And it was like, okay, come on. If you've ever taught, you know what's going on.
Like that's not how it works.
What if they just like became
and also
a secret
like there's
genius?
No way they're going to. Like
Yeah,
they're just
of
not
course,
going
yeah.
to like
But
That's
my
just
chat
not a
was
thing.
like, you don't understand. Like, maybe that student was neurodivergent. I was like, you don't understand. They were cheating. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Like, if you've been to college, everyone's fucking neurodivergent in some way.
I worked at a writing center. I had kids show up like, hey, my meds ran out. Here's my paper. And it's like, oh, well, this is readable. Thank you. And then I had kids show up and be like, I wrote this. And it was terrible.
Yeah. Well, and a problem that I have heard is that like people that have like English as a second language are writing their papers in their language and then translating it. And like I've seen teachers have to say like, just try. Like it doesn't matter. And like I would experience that all the time in the writing center with people that had English as a second language where they were really worried about like, oh, is this going to sound, too ethnic or whatever. And I was just like, no, just try your best. Like, people can see it's fun. I don't know how to speak a second language. So I think people are more than accommodating if you just show that you're trying instead of doing this like weird, ChatGPT just has ruined
my
every essay.
My experience was that kids who were foreign exchange students and were like ESL and stuff, were usually at the college I went to for like a comp sci or engineering program. So like they would come in with like exactly that, a translated paper, and it'd be like, I don't know how to tell you this. The bar for good writing for comp sci students is really low. Just write it in English, and if it's comprehensible at all, you will do fine. Like they're like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not really grasping sentence structure here, and I'm like, I understand.
Oh, need to.
A lot of the English as a first language comp sci students are in the same position.
Yeah, no, there was like a couple science teachers that would like require their students to go to the writing center for like a specific paper. And like, yeah, those were some rough ones, but we don't judge at the writing centers. So.
Oh, I judged that. I got kicked out of the writing center for pretty much, well, cause I didn't make enough mandatory meetings. But I remember that got pushed to its limits. Leah, Progression Playoffs Leah, was one of the best ever at like writing center type shit. And one day a kid came in with a paper that was basically the Kanye West rant where he's like, Hitler did a lot of good. And she was like, all right, let's massage something out of this paper. And they got something that would turn in and not get the kid expelled.
Yeah, I remember, I wasn't almost fired. I think I might have been almost fired, but it was more like a disappointed situation. I remember one time I was a little flaky and Fridays were always like, dead slow. Like, no one would come in on Friday afternoons. We even closed it early. And I didn't show up. I didn't show up, didn't find a sub because I was going to a YCS. And I remember being in the airport and I got a call from like the writing center head and she was like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I really needed to like, this is when my plane was. And she's just like, you gotta like tell you can't just like, this is a serious, like, not that it has to be the most important thing in your life, but it's just disrespectful to just leave. And I was like, yeah, kind of it. Like, I felt really bad about it. Like post the fact, like, not YCSs don't matter to everyone else.
Oh, well, almost the exact same thing happened to me, but I did get fired. So that's the
happens.
That's the MBT
They were
difference.
willing to, that's the difference about a Catholic college, right? They give you one more try. They let you.
Oh yeah.
Admit your sins.
I think my college was Catholic, but they were like Catholic, like then really.
Ours actually was I remember, I don't know if they ever fixed it. They probably did, but it was really close to losing its Catholic denotation or whatever.
You can get excommunicated.
Yeah, because like only like 35 or 40% of the student body like identified as Catholic, and even in that case, like so many of them were like, me that wrote they were Catholic when they first got there, but then like never did anything. So
Wow, that's fucked up. Wait, so what
Yeah.
happens if you lose it? Do you just don't get to call yourself a Catholic university?
yeah, you can. I think they would keep their name, but they wouldn't officially be a Catholic university. But that like, that would really
I mean, that's a
that
big
would
deal.
lose
Yeah,
them some
for-
students.
Yeah.
No, that would definitely not work. Anyway, let's spin this.
Oh
wheel.
yeah, fucking roulette. All right, podcast aside, here we go.
Yep. I got to come on. We're basically Will of the Counseling 2.0 right there.
Have we had you on Will yet?
No.
Can we have you on Will
they're
for May?
a riot, though. They're a riot.
Can we get you on for the May episode?
Maybe, yeah. How far in advance do you guys film?
Just any time during the month, basically, except the last couple of days, or Rebecca will kill me.
Yeah, no, I'd hop on. I'd hop on for sure. I think they're really funny.
We have good times.
All right. Here we go. Welcome back to another episode of Character Roulette. We're down to 8 characters on the wheel, but we're going to keep spinning and see who the worst person in Duel Monsters really was. I won the last week with Kaiba. Yep. So
Yes,
I will
you
spin
did.
the wheel first.
Yes, you did.
Kaiba! I threatened to jump off that building.
no.
You know what? I'm going to keep the heartbeat back.
Oh, are you
I think this is
sure?
one of
Are
the
you
stronger
sure?
ones on there. Yeah,
I feel
it
like you may have a
can-
little
I
too
will
much
say-
practice with this.
Yeah, it can get some weird pulls, though. I am very familiar with missing commons and rares that really matter, so I am a little bit worried, but I'm sure it'll just be fine.
We'll see if you can
There's a lot
pull
of good
3.
supers in this time.
What is it? 3 channeler this time?
Yeah. Let's just pull 3 channeler. It's just, that's my job. I've done that in 2 saga seasons. I've done that, in roulette. It's my pack. Here's what you got. There are some packs that can compete with this, though.
I think so. Yeah. Oh,
Actually,
and
this
speaking
one-
of, this one's kind of weird.
Why not?
I think speaking of Saga, me and Gage have both been baited by this pack. It's got Pacifist in it. Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I think maybe, and most importantly, it does have one of the best cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Fisherman number 3.
Whoa, not the Legendary Fisherman number 3. Oh wow,
The
and it's pretty
Act-Man special.
Oh, it's pretty low rarity too. Oh, but it is missing the new Kairushin stuff, isn't it? That stuff isn't yet in this pack.
I don't think it's in any pack. Yeah.
I'm going to make a tactical decision here. I'm going to hold out because I think they will add the new Kairushin stuff to this pack and make it better in the coming weeks.
Okay. Let's respin it. Let's see what we got. Anything really has a chance to win.
Okay, well, we're not
including
doing
the My
the
Valentine
fucking
Heartbeat
mirror
pack.
match.
Okay, let's respin that real quick. It's gonna happen with so few.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I have been kind of aching to play this. This is it's got the bad cards in it.
The
As we all
Labyrinth
know.
cards, but it has the Destiny board cards in there, so I think that's good.
Okay, so I would probably say the Destiny board cards are the bad part, but the lab stuff is good. Harpy has like back row removal. Like I can't play the Destiny board stuff against you. But there's good cards in here.
that's probably true. That's probably true. If I get a hunting ground.
Oh,
Okay.
I feel really good
luck
about
with
this
that.
one.
I
actually.
think that the Labyrinth Archfiend and some of those low rarity cards are a lot better than I gave them credit for. So
Terrifying
I think it's, like,
Toddler.
playable. I think it's, yeah, that kind of Soul Scissors. Those are all playable cards. Those are
Yeah, for
perfectly
sure.
fine. Good luck with the polls.
Yeah.
Nice. No, I think Labyrinth's fine.
No,
you
this will
can
be
high roll.
this will be a nice one.
All right. See you in a bit.
Bye. Yo, they're calling me. I rip. They're not calling me that. I rip. All right, so I think we actually are like, if not favored, like we could do this pretty easily. Let's turn off the audio and then we'll talk about it. We pull what, 10 packs, right? What is it, 10 or 20? It's 20? It's 40? Okay, what are we losing? Stun 2? Stun 3? We could lose... God, I like all these decks. This Ancient Fairy Dragon deck needs some love. Oh, we can lose Snake Eyes Race. We have the improved version of that now. I need to fuck with Wind Up a little, too. I just don't know anyone else labbing the deck. If someone can get me in contact with someone who has built a Wind Up Master Duel deck, I want to know, like, what the innovation has been. I will probably just craft, like, a good card from here to... yeah, this is one. To unlock the pack. But, of course, we don't get the card that we craft this season. Okay, so here's what Doug doesn't know. This is one of those sets that's massively improved by the fact that we have the ability to craft a UR, an SR, a normal, and a rare. URs, of course, include Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, but they also include Big Welcome and Welcome Labyrinth. SRs include Ariana, which can get you that. And if we craft a rare, we can get Labyrinth Archfiend to ensure we have a target for Welcome Labyrinth. Obviously, I think our best bet is going to be if we find the Labyrinth stuff rather than the Destiny board stuff, and that's a pretty good-looking array of ultra rares. But I'm not above playing the Destiny board stuff either. I'm like, I'm stupid as hell. I'll play whatever. Oh, not bad. Not bad. There's Leela. She's a fiend. Ooh, and Fair Welcome's a really good rare as well. Salamander Catalyzer, fantastic. Dark Spirit of Malice. I haven't talked about these two cards, even though they're in the set, but Spirit of Malice and Spirit of Banishment actually form this really, really difficult to out resource loop. And it's enabled by this card, Dark Spirit's Mastery, which is a powerful card, but not exactly the UR we're looking for. In terms of URs, it's probably the one I want the least. Maybe like New Necrofear is a little less good. Oh, is that Cactus Bouncer? Ah! Doomcow might be playable. I like Flower Dino, too. Flower Dino's like a cool card. Why is Flower Dino in here, actually? Ah! Okay, this card I really need 3 of. A Terrifying Toddler of Torment is really powerful, as is Labyrinth Archfiend. That might be our win condition if we're just pulling low rarity stuff. Oh. Whoa, that's huge. That's like enormous. Oh, holy moly. Torby, Chandra Liger, fantastic pulls. Really good pack. Diabolica is just like a generally good card. We've got a lot going on here already. Oh, good. It's in the pack, I think. Okay, it is. There's Dog Dick, Serpent Strike, second Chandra, Ku-Clock. Chandra's actually semied. Ugh. Oh, come on. Don't give me a playset of this dog water card. Snake Eye. 8 freaking ads, geez. Well, folks, I'll tell you this. If you don't want to see any ads, all you got to do is hit that MFN subscribe button, or you can utilize your Twitch Prime subscription here at twitch.tv/MBTUGO by linking your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account and getting a free sub. Archfiend. Colonel. Wow, is this a masochist reference? Ooh, that's a pretty damn good super. That's not bad. Like this? Exactly like that, Yondora. All right, what are we working with here? Illusory Snatcher. Sorry Shackles is a really interesting card. Zoma. Zoma. I actually really like Zoma the Spirit. I think it's incredibly powerful. It closes out games that you shouldn't be able to win. Like, you just end turn, flip Zoma, dome your opponent for 3k. Oh, come on. I don't want it out of the pack unless it's a Pankratops. Quasar! Yeah, I don't think we're going to be making that. Planet Pollutant Virus. I don't know about that. Another Labby is huge. Another Rhino Warrior, pretty good, too. Oh, God. No, I don't think so. So despite opening a ton of ultra rares, none of them have been, like, fantastic. Like, where are the Labyrinth cards? Flower Dino again. Okay, that's enough Zomas. I don't need more Zomas. All right. As our good friend Cybernat would say, can we end on a hollow? What the fuck? I'll take him. Sangan. Doomdog Octoros a little late. It's not really the Labyrinth card I wanted. Huh. So, decent pulls, but unfortunately not a lot of Labyrinth stuff. A lot of the Fiend good stuff, though. So we can still probably make something happen. How are we doing on spirit messages? Is someone taking note? I think you guys don't understand, like, we will just craft, like, Welcome Labyrinth, which is just so fucking crazy. We're still missing L. L's a common, so that can be our common craft if we want. I don't want it to be. Ten more packs. Let's see what we've got. A lot of yellow, not a lot of blue. Hopefully one of these will come out. That's the other half of the Dark Spirits, and that's our first Spirit Message L. We now have the entire final archetype. Also, 2 and 3 of Catalyzer is really big. Reprodocus is pretty good as well. I'm just saying the name of every single card in this pack. Fiend Sanctuary. Okay. Dimension Wall. All right, that's our second Torby. That's our third Torby. All right, a bunch of cards we can't play. Come on, one of you's got to come out. Taylor Swift just dropped. Can we get some Gaylors in the chat? Speedroid Manko we might play. Hey, it's the pink one. I'll take the pink one. What the fuck? Whose pack is this? Oh, that's our first Soul Scissors, actually. That's like... That's really important that we pull Soul Scissors. Oh! Oh, shit. Another Dog Dick. We've pulled a couple of these. There's another Fair Welcome. That's our third Lab Archfiend. Oh! Thank you. I'll play Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Fuck it. Another Terrifying Toddler. We're one Terrifying Toddler off from the playset, too. I really want that. That's another Coup Clock. We're one short. I show. No thanks. All right, we got to get, like, one of the women. I don't want any of that. Second Soul Scissors, it's big. There's our third Terrifying Toddler, our third Fair Welcome. All right, name a woman. Name a woman. Any woman. Name a woman. Oh, that's actually really big. That's like enormous. That saves us an obvious SR craft. All right, come on. Let me get Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle here. All right, I'm not going to pretend like I'm disappointed. That is damn good. That's a damn good card. All right, so this is one of those sets that I think is going to be saved by the new crafting rules, which is we're just going to craft the good cards out of here. Hot summer June, sweet afternoon, wearing my rainbow dress. So full of pride, hiding inside Jonathan Van Ness. I wanna have straight sex at the gay pride parade. This is Taylor? She sounds terrible. It's been stuck in my head all fucking morning, chat. Who produced this? It sounds bad. I hate all vaginas. It's really gender essentialist. Let me ask you, where is she? Where is she, chat? She's at the gay pride parade. Yeah, okay. I think we are maybe being a little negative. My favorite part of that one is when she goes, "You guys are fucking assholes." He goes, "You know, we are being a little negative." Free pack. Do we get the free pack? I don't think we get the free pack. I'm going to get the... Okay, here's what we're going to do, chat. I don't think we get the free pack unless the free pack is, like, really crazy. In which case, we are going to take the free pack. Oh! I don't know. It's not looking bad. Okay, it's not real. Oh, okay, we're taking the free pack. Ooh, good thing you reminded me to take the free pack. Because I almost didn't take that free pack. Can we actually play you Bell? We might. We might actually. Cheating. A little cheating. A little cheating. We do a little cheating. I'm heterosexual. I think that Ariana is still our craft. We could maybe craft a second ghastly glitch or like a barrage. No, it's got to be the third Ariana. This deck's gonna be fucking crazy. Hot summer June, sweet afternoons, wearing my rainbow dress. Now I got it stuck in my head. Jonathan Van Ness, yeah, he's gay, yeah. This deck is nuts! Look at this fucking thing! How many Diabolica did we get? You just get the one? The field spell? Oh, correct. We can't forget the field spell, chat. We wouldn't want that. We got 2 or 3 Fiendish Rhino Warrior. I don't even know if we want to play them, to be honest. We have too many fucking playables in here. We gotta play Quasar. That's like mission critical. I think we are playing Dark Spirits Mastery. Wait, this literally does nothing, right? to add what? Okay, shut the fuck up. Theoretically, we can add Lovely Lady off this. I just don't know if that's actually very good. Pink Maid? We have Pink Maid in here already. Oh, do we not? Fuck, you all are getting me on this. We have too many good cards. I never have this problem on this dog shit ass series. We legitimately have too many good cards. Last 4 cards of the crafts. I wish is already on it. What do you have for me? Yeah, this is pretty much this is pretty much exactly what I'm gonna craft. You want me to play 3 Sangan? That seems really bad, actually. You want me to play Dia-bound Colonel? I don't know about this, buddy. Also, you're not playing very many traps. Fuck you. You don't want to play traps? I love trap card. Colonel is the GOAT. Oh, I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, listen, I respect you. I wish I was dead. I'm going in slightly a different direction here. I'm going to play bad cards. I want to play bad cards in my shit-ass roulette deck. You don't want to play Diabolica? Oh, no, we only have the one Diabolica. Okay, I see. You actually have boxed this one out already. You only want to play one of Fiendish Rhino Warrior? Oh, I see. You want to send it off Ghastly Glitch. Okay, that makes sense. Don't dead name him. It's I wish. That's correct. I wish I was dead. We got to have the I wish I was dead Robin One Piece arc, where I wish I was dead goes to an Applebee's and gets a foot job from Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Oh, I'm on some shit today. I'm online too much. I don't know what to tell you. That makes sense to you if you're online too much. Metal Reflex Slime? Yeah. Makes sense to me, yeah. This is going to be... The problem is that, like, every episode of anything I'm on is Gas Leak episode. Okay, I'll take out the Dark Spirits Mastery. We literally have one target. It's Diabolic. Okay, we are... I think we are in on the Ultra Craft being lovely. Fuck, that is... Wait, what? A lovely lady. Okay. Do we not have this? Do we not have this bitch? Lovely labyrinth. Put her in. It's my UR craft. Is her. Okay. Where's the other dark spirit? Where'd he go? He escaped me. He's in my first 10 polls for sure. Get back here, asshole. There he is. No, that's the first one. Where's the second one? You thought you'd escape me, did you? Yeah, I'm in for labyrinth setup. The thing that scares me about this is that we really don't have the labyrinth traps. We have one labyrinth trap. Fair Welcome is going to have to fucking do everything. God, this deck is fucking insane already. You don't need 3 clock. I think that I do need 3 clock. We need non-lab traps. Why? Stop making a good deck, play Destiny board. Oh. Do we only have one of this card? That's our normal craft? That's so whack. Are you kidding me? Did you open Jelly Cannon? I didn't know. That shit would be very funny. I would love to play Jelly Cannon. You pulled a barrage? Did I? I don't think I did. I did, didn't I? Let me go look. Have it saved. I did. I'll play barrage. Just like a name. Play Fenrir? Oh, that's a good call. Wait, we should play Fenrir. I think you have me on 2 Soul Scissors because I pulled 2. See if I can save some time and figure out if I pulled 2. I have 1, 2. Yep, I only pulled 2. Yeah. Shit, I've got room for a 2 of. What are we feeling like? We could play Sangan in that slot. We pulled 2 Sangan. What are we getting off Sangan? Oh, anything. Any of the fucking furniture. Wow. All right, how does this differ from the one I Wish has sent? I Wish is playing Diabond Colonel, crafting the 3rd Sangan as a rare, and is not playing Barrage or the 2nd Dark Spirit. We desperately need more normal traps. I mean, I hate to be like this. I don't think we do. Like, I think this is good enough. And we don't actually have any other normal traps, right? The other traps we have are like, let me just pull them up. Dimension Wall, which is fine. It's a little spooky. We're maxed out on Fair Welcome. Zoma is a continuous. Fair Welcome has 2 targets. That's okay. Like, setting Ghastly Glitch is crazy. Like, I don't know what to say. What are we gonna play? Fucking Planet Pollutant Virus? Play Return of the Zombies? We could theoretically change our craft from Ariana to Archfiend Glitch to get us 1 more. That might not be terrible. I mean, whatever. We can shave a card to play Dimension Wall. Maybe make our Lab Archfiend a little bigger. I think the Malice Spirits are kind of ass. Let me reread these. No, they're good. I could see a scenario where they're not good because we don't have a lot of 8s. Please remove a setup. I'm going to miss it. I know I'm going to miss it. Can we even make Quasar? What a question. Of course we can make Quasar. You just have to believe in yourself. I will take out one setup, and I'm going to miss it. But then you have to understand, we're not using our normal or our rare craft. We could craft the third Soul Scissors. Is there a normal we're just missing? Like a trap that we could take? Saruya's Shackles. No, I don't think that's worth. Ugh, and all the rares kind of suck too. Craft a clock. We have 3 clock. Craft the third Sangan. Why? What does that do for us? Does it have to be from the pack? It has to be from the archetype. So if there's a Labyrinth common or rare, or a Destiny board common or rare that's not in the set, we could craft it. But there's not. I feel like Sangan grabbing furniture is strong. That's true. I mean, it is, but he also has to run into it. I don't know what I'm cutting. Like, I don't think there's any good cuts in this deck. Catalyzer, maybe? I don't know. Hey, all these cards are insane. I think the cut would be Sangan. Yeah. 3 clock. I guess we could cut a clock. I really like clock, though. Like, Clock is just a really good card to, like, normal summon in a hand that has access to big Welcome Labyrinth, and we just go Welcome Lab, fire back the clock, you know, go off. Fiendish is the worst card in our deck, actually. I don't know what that is. Archfiend? Fiendish Rhino Warrior? Is that true? It's our send-off Ghastly glitch. But we don't have... We might as well just send Terrifying Toddler of Torment for Ghastly glitch, right? It can send Toddler. We could also just send Toddler. Like, you understand that any scenario in which you would be sending Toddler off of Rhino Warrior, we could just send the Toddler or send the Diabolica, right? It's a good send-off furniture. That's true. Also true of the other ones. Okay, let's cut him, and we'll play the third Sangan is what we had decided, or the second setup. Scissors or Sangan? I don't know. Okay, we'll just play Rhino. Fuck it. If it comes up, it comes up. Okay, let's throw in all the shit we got for the extra deck. That's everything, I think. So here's our list. It's broken. Oh, let me go over here. So here's our list. It's broken. We don't have this problem often in any of the roulette series, but I'm kind of at a loss. We have too many playable cards. We had to shave down on some. As you can see, we are playing a pretty competent Labyrinth deck. That big Welcome Labyrinth was a welcome pull because it meant we could use our UR craft on lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, SR on the third copy of Ariana, our rare craft on nothing, I believe. We just didn't use it. We were going to use it on Sangan, but we're only playing 2. And then our end craft on also nothing? Yeah, we didn't even use any of that. We just don't have anything we could cut from here. I think all these cards are really good. If there's one weakness of this strategy, it's that we don't have a lot of non-Labyrinth normal spells. We've just got Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, Dimension Wall, and that's it. Ghastly Glitch, I guess. But I think that should be enough. I mean, we just have a really powerful, like, slow fiend strategy that will grind them out by use of lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. It seems really, really good. I mean, Doug's in a crazy pack and could high roll us to shit, but this is, I think, one of the top decks I've ever made in roulette.
Hey, do you think the Zephyras are upgraded forms of the like other cards in the archetypes that they're from, or their own thing? Just hypothetically.
Oh, are you getting in this fucking fight with chat? I think the Zephyrs are upgraded forms.
That's what I think. That's where I am at right now. You know, we went through the Yang Zings and the Necros ones. You can point to cards. I think they're, you know, the old cards with the Zephyra dog in them now. I think that whatever that means, that's where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got that Zephyra in them. Well, because they're not like corrupted. I mean, they're not. It's not bad to. I don't think.
No, I think I actually do know this one, right? It's in order to defeat the DT evil guys, they all came together in one continuous like group of guys called the Zephyra, and they supplemented their powers, right?
Yeah, I think it's like the Bionicle Toa Nui.
Is it?
Does anyone know what I'm talking? You know, when the Bionicle characters all got those new masks that were like shittier. You guys remember that? Am I crazy? I think that's kind of what it is like, where they're the same people deep down, but they're not the same people mentally.
No, I think they're like the exact same people with the exact same memories. They're just wearing different clothes. Are you getting in this fight because
no one has object permanence? They're like,
are you getting
they
in this
go
fight
away
because of
wearing new clothes,
Metaltron?
different
Is that
person.
what's going on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Chad is trying to tell me there are two total cards called Metaltron, and they're both gold ass guys, and they're like, that's two completely different people.
No, we did the sleuthing and found that you know, they both have crystal bodies underneath, like popping out of the armor.
Yeah.
And the original Metaltron, he's like holding a sword, and then the new one, his hand is turned into a sword. Stream keeps crashing. Fuck you. 0 dropped frames. I don't know. I think it's your internet.
You're like, I take this shit serious these days.
Hades Eve just left MBT's chat because Binocle reference. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, that's why we make them.
What the fuck? You just gave him money? You were like, Bionicles, I remember that. Here's money. Chat, remember Beyblade?
Bionicle boys, stay strong. I always forget to do
I go
predictions.
first? I don't know. I still kind of want to go second. I like the extra card. I think I'm going first. I'll go first.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, what do you think I'm playing? Come on.
Is Zephyra an Avenger initiative? Yes. Marvel reference. Yes. It is. Oh, boy.
Shit, Lois.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, I said in my deck profile, I was like, unless Joseph really high rolled, I think we're good. But then I just thought back to the dinosaur episode, and I'm a little bit worried suddenly.
Wow. I think, unfortunately, I am going to have to, like, sit on this guy, but otherwise we're fine. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Good luck,
Ooh,
buddy.
We got I can pretty much guarantee we have an Archfiend's ghastly glitch down there.
That's a super action.
Oh my god. I actually drew that out. I'm gonna
Fine fucking
activate
Feather
Swords
Duster.
of Concealing Light.
Oh my god, you're cracked, dude. Holy shit, you're broken. Okay.
This is the
fine,
Fortune Lady
fuck it.
wind all over again.
We'll do it.
Holy shit, dude.
You're so goated.
Actually
I'm so mad about
countered.
that. Oh my god.
You
What are we
got the
sending from the deck to the
backjack?
graveyard?
Is that in there?
What are we
Probably.
sending from the deck to the graveyard? If we send a furniture here, does it trigger? No. Well, this card is in the graveyard.
No, yeah, it has to see.
Okay, well, we're always sending the card that we put in our deck at the last moment here.
Oh, Rhino. But then you have to just make the decision again.
Yeah, I know, but, he's just chilling.
Yeah.
And then bada bing.
Oh, oh shit! I actually might be in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah, dude. I'm hoping.
The Labyrinth Archfiend is kind of the carrier of this pack, I think.
And then who do we want to send? This card's pretty good.
Like Farewell Labyrinth.
Wow. I'll go like this.
Oh, send the baby.
The baby.
Yeah.
Do you like this joke?
Yeah, I really. Yeah, it's great.
Kind of unfortunate.
God, and then this sets any normal trap, any normal trap that can be activated on attack. Sure. They're like, if you can't afford LEDE Labyrinth, you don't deserve to set any trap card.
I'm gonna set Fair Welcome. You know, big surprise, right?
Okay, this is actually getting a little out of hand. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's go. This is a little unassuming compared to what you've done today, but let's go Harpy Lady 1.
Oh, damn, dude. That's kind of crazy.
I can't
attack.
Why? What is preventing this?
He doesn't know, chat.
Oh, your opponent's monster cannot target fiend monsters for attacks except Labyrinth Archfiend. Very cool.
Attack. Do it.
Very cool.
You won't.
You can only use. You can even use each effect of the toddler. So I can't even attack that because then
you should. I would appreciate it.
This is bad. This is really.
Oh, maybe I should start. Maybe it would improve if I started role playing. As you can see, you are without any options. My powerful fiend monsters will make quick work of your birds. I see you're 2-for-1ing yourself. I'm more than happy to destroy 2 of your birds with 1 stone.
I think we're gonna go this Gale, activate the effect.
More roulette bullshit! He pulled a super rare. Like Bakura's like an avid watcher.
Roulette watcher.
Roulette. He's like really mad about your pulls.
All right, let's go.
It just wouldn't be an episode of Roulette if Doug didn't high roll. Oh, that's a good one. You gonna make Baron here? Oh, crazy. Yo, wait! This card's
What
nuts!
cards am I not? What card can protect it from back row?
What? What do you...
Your opponent cannot activate. This doesn't pop them? This card sucks.
Feather Duster? It seems that not only are my cards outplaying you, yours aren't up to the task either.
Oh my god, my Valentine needs to wake up. Start reading. Okay, that's fine. That was all perfectly planned.
I know you're proficient at using your sense of smell to cheat, but perhaps you should use one of your other senses, your sight. I look forward to hearing your voice as I beat your ass to the Shadow Realm. Okay, toddler time.
Wait, this is actually just so over. Why did I put this card into my deck?
Literally over.
I can't. I thought this was Duster that also negated traps.
I mean, I think we're probably just sending... God, we could just do whatever we want here, huh?
I can't wait to read the comments on this video. Well, luckily, I can't read, so I don't need to do that.
Oh, and what do you know? We sent a card to the graveyard, so out comes Diabolica, the big ass.
Yeah. Let me just read this card. Yeah, I'm gonna start reading now. From this point onward, I'm reading. Send to the graveyard. Special on this card. Banish one leaves the field. This card is sent to the graveyard by card effect. You can target one. Okay, but it's being banished. Sure. That's fine. Yeah. That's okay.
Oh, we can go. Look how crazy that would be. I mean, I think we just go combat, right?
Yeah. Let's start a battle.
Icarus attack! I would have never seen a card like that coming.
Oh, this is like so bad. Okay, well.
Oh no. Oh, wait, do you have another Icarus attack?
Does that even do anything if I did?
Like, not really.
It'll just trigger. Oh, good. The lawn mowing people are here. Dude, I think they have the rule. I think they are subscribed to my Twitch. And as soon as I start streaming, they're like, let's head over there.
We'll see how powerful your back row is as I fair welcome you to the Shadow Realm.
Forcing it. Okay.
Oh, not my other back row. Shit, wait.
This is like... Yeah, I guess I'll pop the baby. Ugh, man.
Wait, there's no way that I can do this. Are you fucking me? Who did you attack? Or who did you target? Fair Welcome and Toddler?
Yeah.
Oh, well then it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't change anything. I mean, I think it's funny to do it, so I'll do it. You fool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a conditional then. Oh, I see what's going on.
You really read.
Oh my god. This card has 8 conjunctions on it.
Oh my god,
Only a
dude.
genius like me can understand the intricacies of this card. 5,000 years in the ring has given me ample time to study my strategies.
What are you trying to do here?
Okay, so watch this. I am going to negate the attack of my Soul Scissors, which is going to be negated because you didn't target with Icarus. Then I will destroy my own Terrifying Toddler of Torment. And then because that's going to get destroyed, I do get to proc it. Whereas the other one I wouldn't because it gets popped. So we're going to set, I guess, Phoenix Wing Wind Blast is a pretty fucking good card, right?
Oh my god, what?
And now, at point of resolution, we can trigger Torby.
You've destroyed a monster, yeah. Okay, that's pretty slick. I'll be honest.
Get in there, Torby!
Fuck you, dude. I hate you.
All right, and then we'll go Torby.
Yeah, let's see. God.
My progeny becomes even more powerful as I set Big Welcome and then trigger the effect of my terrifying toddler in Graveyard. You've never seen babies like this, Doug.
That triggers when sent by anything?
Yeah,
oh
this
my
shit
God,
is crazy.
Okay, I gotta...
Doug, you must free me from the ring. Shut up,
smell
little
that
Bakura.
perfume on the top.
He's sniffing.
Okay, oh my god. I don't even know...
That's an incredibly powerful card, but it's no match for my Big Welcome Labyrinth. I'll summon from my deck.
If the misplays mattered.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm not sure the misplays mattered.
The queen of my castle, the lovely lady.
Why did you let him declare an attack? Oh, because I was tributing my only monsters. So...
Yeah, what did you fucking think?
Unless he had the second fair welcome right there, that was totally fine. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a super defensible play. Chatting.
Yeah, one of my only defensible plays this game so far. Okay, so this is getting, I would say, slightly out of hand. Kind of unraveling a little bit. I mean,
why
I
are you allowed to
see...
do this? Why do they print these cards? Like, legitimately. Oh, fucking hell. I told you we were going to need this shit.
Setup. Okay. Interesting.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go setup.
Yeah. I guess it's like it's conceivable you don't have welcome. I mean, I think also you're the type of asshole to like say, not show me that shit.
Oh, what the fuck? What did I fuck up here?
I think
then
it
if
only,
you control a themed monster, you can set non-labyrinth. Oh.
Yeah, it can only get so you have like no non-labyrinth? Well,
yeah,
you should have
literally
Ghastly.
none.
I guess Ghastly and Wing Blast are your only 2 targets? Okay, fair.
I guess we're gonna fucking set Ghastly.
I think there's still plenty of top decks that I have. I mean,
I don't think that's true at all. I think you are cooked.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too, actually.
Let's send Salamander Catalyzer.
Fabled support?
I don't know. Can we do something with this? I don't think so. Let's go combat.
Trying to think what information for game 2 and 3. Yeah, I now have the information about my cards a little bit too.
Okay, let's
Isn't that fitting? Isn't that fucking fitting?
draw phase. We'll pop the baby, etc. Farfa reference? Okay, all right.
I drew another triangle spark just to add insult to injury.
Do you want to take that card out your deck?
I don't think I can. No, I think it's still fine if I just read
all
it.
right. It does something.
I'm gonna have any trap cards. No, I think it's still a good card. It just clearly wasn't the play right there. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Damn. I really thought... No. I'm not giving up hope. I just misread some cards. I could have gone Perfumer. I honestly don't think anything that I could have done right there would have dealt with your cards, but...
Finally, you are understanding that your demise has been predetermined 5,000 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ. This deck is crazy.
You know, I wish I was thinking the same thing.
Ooh.
Let's go sign.
Cry. Hysteric sign. Okay, all right.
Let's go Heartbit. No, it's fine. I mean, it's a pretty good hand. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay, summon the powerful ass synchro.
Yeah. You know I got it. You know I have to.
I knew you weren't going into this pack without
monster. That's so good. See, even this though, while good, do these cards really do anything?
God, come on!
I mean, it's fine.
If that's the fucking continuous trap, we have a big ass problem.
I don't know. Your deck seems like it can just play around it so easily. God, I don't even know. This card seems like it might not be safe just because your deck is so fast, but... We'll go for it. Yeah, we'll add Channeler.
All right. My deck rewards me with a furniture off the top. That's not a furniture.
Okay, thank God.
All right, how do we want to do this? Well, this is always happening.
Oh my God. Okay. That's fine. Because the thing about Cyber Slash, God, I was so cocky in the deck profile. The thing about Cyber Slash is that it's not really that good against your deck because it can only bounce monsters. So it's not like the perfect counter. I don't know.
Sorry, planning this turn out.
I'm not just saying that to set up for when I lose this game to be like, I told you guys. I'm just simply saying the facts.
Okay, there's actually a really funny line. I don't know how good it is.
Sounds like the line you should go for.
What did you add? You added the fucking channeler or something?
Yeah,
of course.
You added channeler.
You are. Now, I'm whining about nothing.
I was like, hold on. I think Slash Channeler is your... I mean, you have lovely big welcome, so I think that's what it's all about.
So, Chad, you see the two lines, right? The one does something this turn and the one does something next turn, and I'm wondering which one is more effective. And I think it's the one next turn. I think just getting this card in rotation is just way higher value than, like, immediately dealing with Harpy Cyber Slashman. Cyber Slash matches up really weirdly against our deck, too, though, because it'll trigger off of our cards. Just, like, kind of a problem. Right. And this doesn't even really deal with it, because Channeler is going to immediately proc it again anyway. Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, that seems like the right one. Damn, where are the Destiny board cards, man? No, you didn't open the baby here, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm just deciding what I want to...
Okay, thank God. Okay, we're good. Why is that? I mean, that... I was just going to say, why is that card so terrifying? Isn't its name literally Terrifying Toddler?
Yeah.
No wonder it's terrifying. Okay, Sangan, sure. The homie. Yeah, big welcome. This is not looking... Oh, God. Okay.
Thank God we didn't have a fucking Icarus attack there. We were just cooked.
Chilling.
Okay. Are we doing anything in standby?
That is when Labyrinth starts popping off usually.
So if we go for this, they go that, and I don't know.
Okay, we're chilling.
Chad, yeah, it doesn't work. That's
Summon
always
Channeler.
happening.
Maybe no interaction one time. Okay, we're chilling. Okay, we're cool.
I just don't know what he's doing with these, like making a second Cyber Slash.
See, that's the question that I'm wondering. No, I mean, I think that this is really the only option that ever makes sense. We'll just go Perfumer effect.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these cards are particularly good. Oh, actually, that one's okay. Yeah, that's pretty strong, actually. Okay, yeah, we're gonna add this. We're gonna add the Feather Rest. Oh my God, what? Oh, because I have a little 5
you have a second.
engrave.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Oh, controlled. Oh, because it's the Cyber Slash. Okay, I'm getting on board. Okay, let's go. Probably Hunting Ground off of that. Okay, that's kind of.
I was like,
crazy,
do you not have Hunting Ground? What the fuck is going on here?
No, I mean, well, to trigger the Hunting Ground, I do have to like summon a monster. You know,
Just
so
make the second Cyber Slash.
Oh yeah, just make the second Cyber Slash. You're right. But it is cool. I will draw 2 right here. So I like that. Okay, so the thing is, I think you want me to use the Cyber Slash so that you can chain the Big Welcome and actually keep the Lovely. So we're just going to not use it. We're just not even going to use that. Okay, let's activate Hunting Ground.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, I think we just have to save that. The Big Welcome is in, let me see what column. Okay, that's where I thought it was. Okay, let's go use these 2. We're going to summon the Conductor. No second Slash. I wish, We like force a Big Welcome, but I don't even think we need to. I think we just need to see the unknowns. I think we just need to start pushing through those.
That's annoying.
Okay, I'm sure you have some sort of chain, but we're gonna have to try. I think it's still the right play.
Right?
I mean, actually pretty annoying.
I know. I'm just a little bastard.
Is this in the pack?
No.
Isn't in the? I would say isn't in the God. I mean, I'm saying that about fucking Metal Reflex Live. I can't actually like complain that much. Yeah. Okay. Did not go as expected. Yikes. Your deck's kind of good. Oh my God, dude.
I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Holy shit, dude. I thought my deck was good.
I think it is good. Okay, so you can destroy 1 card in your opponent. Okay, I don't want to destroy a card in your hand. But if I destroy a card in your field, you can use the replacement effect of this fucking guy to send Hysteric Sign, right? That's what I'm seeing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a ding, but it can send anything.
I think I just want to pop grounds. It's like so whack, but I just got to get this fucking.
Well, you know, the cool
here.
thing about this series, guys, is that if a pack wins, it is banned. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're seeing here, you know? That's how it works.
We'll set Fair
We're trying to see who
here.
the worst character is. Yeah, Fair Welcome. Okay. Yeah. So we're still in Maine. I mean, I can do this. Actually, is like, that's just under. Okay. I mean, we'll activate.
Oh, come on, man. You're
Does that
killing
even
me.
do anything? Does that accomplish anything?
If you summon another guy, it does.
You know, it would. Yeah. Let's attack the guy. See what that third back row is, I suppose.
I suppose
Hoping
you
it's
will.
not something too
See if I
crazy.
have to.
So you could lose on purpose? I mean, there's no reward. There's no reason to. Okay. Hold on, let me just read this card. I just want to double check. Yes, that does work. Okay.
Oh, that's annoying.
I actually have 2 lines here because I could.
You just spun the mirror split.
Yeah, I did. No, I think it's always just sign. So I could have popped the mirror split special. No. It's always sign. It's always sign. Okay, let's go main 2. Fair welcome. I mean, I don't think I'm in like a unwinnable position.
You're about to
I'm
add
just kind of
3 cards from your deck to your. I think you're okay. Personally.
Yeah, but like, God, the lovely plus big welcome is just so strong.
It is kind of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie.
How's any deck beating the lab pack? You know, believe it or not, the lab pack.
The lab pack can go very poorly. Have you guys been watching Saga? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it took Gage 3 episodes to even pull a somewhat playable lab deck. So
I think we want to do this one, right? It's like kind of crappy.
I mean, chat, I would almost say that this matchup is supposed to be like relatively. Oh God, you do have the labyrinth.
I do.
This matchup's like relatively even in that, you know, I'm playing a back row removal deck. He's playing a back row deck. You know.
All right, time to ask some really annoying ass questions. Okay, so Conductor protects itself, which is so fucking frustrating. HHG, you at least have 2 of. You probably have 3 of if you're getting Harpy Queen here. Does HHG trigger during the damage step?
Well, it doesn't. It has problem solving card text, and it doesn't say except during the damage step. So
yeah, so I'd imagine
maybe?
it has to.
Maybe it's
And
mandatory.
There's so few
it's
field
mandatory.
spells that can do that. Yeah.
Mandatory. Yeah, I mean, I guess. See, like the ads aren't even that good. I guess we're adding. Yeah, we'll just give ourselves some options here. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That back row better be fucking crazy. I'll tell you that.
I'm hoping it is.
Oh my God.
Actually.
All right. We always lead. Oh God, we have a lot to do here. We always lead lab.
Sure. Yeah.
Followed up with Ariana.
Oh God, I forgot that she was there. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you already have everything online, so what? Okay, coup clock. Sure. What's a coup clock? Target the big welcome.
Yeah.
Interesting. God, this is just like, this is a bad spot to be in.
It's not great.
I mean, you'd set the big welcome. Yeah, I mean, what can I really... man.
Last chance to look at me, Hector.
I mean... Like, am I just trying to get lucky? This just sucks. I mean, you're gonna chat. The thing that you don't realize about popping the lovely is that the big welcome can just summon it back.
Yeah,
and then
if you
we're in
pop
the
lovely
same
here,
spot
I win.
that
I don't
we're
know what to
in.
tell you,
Like,
chat.
I don't know if. So
You know,
it's
I've heard that
like-
commenters, they may not understand some things. Douglas, your reliance on your fans is your weakness. I
It's
rely
just
on
like
no one but myself.
Problem where it's mostly a problem because the lovely effect is this is just seems so it's just too much. It's just too much. It's just it simply is too much.
Wow, that's like such a mid Icarus too. Yeah, you have to pop No, I'm not gonna tell you.
I almost think I have to pop the field spell.
Yeah, I think you have to pop the field spell. I don't think you have an option.
It's just like field spell Archfiend, maybe. I mean, we go field. I guess I could pop the Fair Welcome. That doesn't really accomplish anything. I think I'm just dead if I pop the. I think I might just be dead regardless. I don't know.
It's possible.
Yeah, we'll pop this, I guess. Man, this is just. Oh, hey, Chad agreed with me on this play. That's crazy.
No, I think this is the right play.
But still,
it doesn't feel
I think
good.
I still might be dead. Big welcome summons, and then you got the fuck, man. Your deck's
It's crazy. It's crazy. No, you could say it. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think my deck's pretty good too. And I'm sure people will complain about the misplay game one, which is fair. It was pretty bad, but I don't think that even mattered. You know, I don't think.
If I summon this guy and return him to the hand, do I get to summon him? Are you fucking with me right now? Yes? Holy shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll work.
Why? Doesn't seem
it's
fair.
It's like the it's the multi-faker thing. Okay. Sure. And you get that. I mean, you don't have you don't have don't have Chaos Angel. But you feel pretty stupid.
You got me.
Okay, so I see now that
I guess we get HHG. That's the card I think I'm the scaredest of. But you just added that stupid fucking guy to your hand.
I mean, could we have Lovely popped in standby phase?
I have to do this, I think.
I mean, then he just chains. I don't know. I don't think that matters.
You're going to love this play.
Still's like, the thing about Lovelying, no, I think we still are like just kind of fucked here. Maybe it would have been better. Just trying to think, because he still had the Ariane in hand. He still had the. Maybe it would have been better than this, but the thing, if we do that, he can still go battle phase, attack, fair welcome. Yeah. What? This is so much.
I mean, it's nothing, but you know.
I mean, you literally have exactly 73 on board. A little rough. But I don't know, chat. I think that Standby Phase popped Lovely and pop Field Spell. Like I think we still lose. I think we're just facing down too much advantage. Yeah. Let's play a little game 3 for funsies. But holy shit, I think this
These are like two insanely high-powered decks.
I think yours.
Mine is a little stronger.
Might be
I
better.
would say, yeah.
I think yours might be better. Let's see what game 3 happens.
Stronger.
Maybe I can redeem myself a little bit.
Didn't attack with clock, Sag. You're right. You got me.
I guess I'll go first.
Sure.
No, I'll live it up. So let's see. Yeah, pop Lovely, pop Field Spell. There's still Archfiend.
Were you like puzzling over the set card? What was the set card?
Set card. Oh no, the other set was it was just the garbage trap I shouldn't be playing. Yikes, man. Maybe this deck isn't good. I guess this is fine.
My hands. This is
really
okay. He's like, oh, this hand's all right. Hysteric sign.
I mean, yeah, you might say that. I mean, we get the Oracle.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay. I mean, you can add back the egotist and envy.
Yeah, I'm in. My Millennium Ring points to the direction of your soul, and you're going straight to hell, buckaroo.
Yeah, chat. It's totally possible that this was not the play to put into the deck. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could go. Yeah, this is bad. This is just not good. Okay, I mean, we can go this.
Douglas, your over-reliance on unexpected die in Saga has made your mind malleable. Without Harpy Lady 1 in your deck, you have no chance.
Okay.
Oh, whoa, dog. That's not the play. That's not the line, dog.
Let's
we have two fucking
there.
Icarus attack? Come on, buddy.
Don't worry about what I have or may not.
Why don't I show you what I have?
Oh god, dude. Not like this, man. I don't want to have to pop the fucking baby. It doesn't even work.
No,
oh my god, it's just too hard. It's too hard. It's too much. It's too much. Cause what am I gonna do? Pop the baby and then you just chain the. This is just.
Do what you gotta. But you know what I gotta.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. I gotta do this.
Not like this, man. Not like this.
Okay. Let's grab Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess Coup Clock, to be honest.
Yeah, clock it up. Fuck.
Oh, I'm
this
clocking.
Is like.
This is so annoying. Holy fuck.
Yeah. No. You know, on paper, it seems like a good matchup, anti-backrow deck versus backrow deck, but there's just too many chainables. Too many those types of effects. Okay, send Rhino, sure.
Send
get something else in grave. I bet we got the, possibly another. We should do a best of 12. Yeah, maybe over the course of that many games it'll work. I remember back when they did best of 5s in the ARG finals back in the day, and like it took like 19 tournaments. I'm just pulling these numbers on my ass, but it took like 19 tournaments to I guess I can do this. It took like 19 tournaments to get one that actually mattered that it was best of 5. It was like the person that won the best of 3 almost always won the best of 5 as well. It was like so unlikely to lose the best of 3 and then win the best of 5. Anyway, let's play best of 12 and see who wins.
I gave you a good Icarus there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice of you. I mean, you're gonna trigger both Chandelier and the Stovey Tovey, but
right.
And what character uses Labyrinth? Would you be surprised to learn that
it's Bakura?
This pack also has
Destiny board. I ain't playing it.
And the thing is, chat, if you go through the other possible, I've probably said this before, but if you go through the other possible DM characters that we could have used, they just didn't make sense more than this one. Like Siegfried could have been played, but first off, who the fuck knows who Siegfried is? Second off, I would rather die than play the Valkyrie pack. Like, we would know that would be the last one already at the start. And then the other pack I considered was Grandpa with the Exodia pack, but the Exodia pack's like half God cards, which aren't really. I don't know. That one just didn't seem, maybe in hindsight, but no, I think this one's fine. This is fine. Bakura has silver hair, and the Labyrinth uses. Oh, and the Labyrinth lives in a silver castle. That's a really good point. Yeah, that's a really good. That's why they're in the same archetype. Yeah.
Damn.
Makes sense to me. Fuck you, dude. I
don't know what to tell you, dog.
Yeah. You absolute bungus.
Oh my god, I got owned. I got owned.
Fallen right into my trap.
I got owned. No.
Wow. Now I have full control over the game.
That's literally true, actually.
We're back in this. We're back in this.
So fucking back, dog.
So what if you add Ghastly and Labyrinth, and also trigger the clock? And also still have a shade of Lear Dad. So what? So what? No, we're good. We're good. This is actually totally fine now. 3 searches is enough to get us back. Oh my god, dude, this is
What's good?
It's so they not only have the furniture, they've also found every other furniture like fiend and thrown it into the deck. Like, yeah, okay, sure. So you have setup and
I don't know. I think you
ghastly
can do it
set
from this
with
position.
another
I didn't think it was hysteric sign. I got my ass kind of beat there.
Yeah, that was like really strong. Okay, let's go queen.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I would like to keep adding. Thank you very much. I can't even go for... This is just
You should go for
impossible.
channeler, please.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I can't even really go for channeler. Yeah, I'll try that one. And then we'll
Featherist is cool.
I think I'm adding perfumer there. Okay, yeah, I think those are the 3 choices. Those are fine. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Okay.
We lead this, of course.
Yeah. 'Cause now you actually... Oh, God, you're going to set
We
fucking...
do have targets.
Oh, and you have the coup clock in hand. Oh, God. This is just... This is... Yeah, chat, we have the line. We're totally fine. We're real good right here. We got it. We got it. We got it. Check this out.
I'm itching to see it,
Sure.
buddy.
Yeah. Get it out there. Whatever. Yeah. That's fine. Little do you know, my harpies are unaffected by Wing Blast because Winged Beast cancels out Winged Beast. As
Oh, wait, is that
knows.
true? Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Wait a minute. That's like insane.
We're playing with DM rules, right? You know, machines can't attack spellcasters or some shit like that.
to
You know,
pop
that
this,
kind of stuff
regrettably.
is all... Yeah.
Just to get the material
Not
for the
bad.
Wind
I mean,
Blast, to be honest.
That's not bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, get the... Wait, how does this get material?
Where's my rhino? Oh. I guess I can send, like...
Oh, fuck, dude. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I guess I want her. Oh, you know who else I could send is the baby. No thanks.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. You fool!
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. You got me.
Okay. Summon.
No!
Effect.
I need that.
Effect. I think we're really good. I think we're really good.
I think you actually are not in a bad position here.
Yeah, let's add split. That's fine. Pop that.
Why didn't we get a revive? Yeah, I'm a little confused as well, chat. What did we fuck up here?
Oh, with the ghastly? Did you just
have
not...
to pop? You didn't say yes. Oh, I just said
I was
no.
about to say, did you just
I think we found the
not-
win con is I just navigate the UI improperly.
Yeah. Okay, let's go sisters. There it is. Okay, hold. Maybe there is a possibility here. Okay, so now you can't, you could use the dimension wall, but you can't use the... Okay. Let's go... Let's feather rest. Maybe
Yeah, I
these
think
2
I'm actually
draws
getting
will get us
fucked
there.
here.
Okay. We're popping off. We're getting there.
You too.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Okay. So this time, this is gonna work. Let's activate.
Let's
triangle.
go. No,
Okay,
not
and then-
triangle ecstasy spark.
Whip only. I have to quit monster. If this card is sent to the grave. Oh, that's so good. Wait a sec. I might have this.
I think you do.
Holy. Okay, let's pop the. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna pop the wing blast. Actually, I'm gonna go Oracle. You can dimension wall me. Oh, it doesn't even matter. You can't activate it. Yeah. This is definitely right. Okay. We got Oracle effect. We got Hunting Ground popping that. I think we're gonna go. Oh, that's pretty good too. Okay, let's set this. He's beginning to believe. Okay, let's use these two. Okay.
You're cooking. You're literally cooking.
Let's pop this. Let's activate slash. So you can't activate traps, right? Let's see. Your opponent cannot activate any trap cards. So we can actually. Is this face down the baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. Okay, so let's pop the baby. It's crazy that, there's two different decks where you pop the baby. Or bounce the baby, whatever.
Oh!
Okay, split. Yeah. No, it actually.
This is broken!
It's pretty good. It's okay. Get that. Get to pop this. 32. Now, 32 might seem like a lot, but check this out. I'm going to activate Archon Staff of Despair. Activate its effect.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Okay. Hold. Wait a sec. We got it. We did some stuff. Soul Scissors, fine.
And this guy.
Oh! And
what was that? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I just heard like a scream.
Oh, no. That was someone else. Yeah, that's fine. Who are we gonna? Okay, that's fine. Take it out. I mean, I don't think your hand's that good. Do I summon this? Probably. Kind of gets end phased. Is that really good? I feel like I kind of need this a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I just leave this up. Yeah, we're just. Is this really? Is this even good doing that? I guess it's fine. Yeah, I mean it's okay.
I see what you're thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like on one hand, I think leaving the two monsters is good, but I mean, we're gonna have +4 in the end phase here, which is pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah.
Let's grab this back. Let's grab the 3. Going for Channeler. Yes, I would like to add another card. Just in case, we'll add Queen. And we'll add, I think, Harpist. Okay. We're kind of, I mean, okay. It's kind of an issue that the catalyzer triggers the baby, but I guess that isn't like the end of the world. I think we're in an okay spot. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God! What a draw
I think you're
there.
fine.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
The problem here is I just don't have a trap card.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm hanging in there a little bit. Okay. So. Yeah, that's fine because then it'll be at 19. Okay. Maybe I'm okay.
You see,
Maybe
you can do this.
The heartbeat time. We're doing it. No, that's kind of bad, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Let's heartbeat away.
Let's go.
Let's activate channel.
Let's go.
We might have. My Valentine got in there. Let's go. Kinda. Okay. Let's go. Perfumer effect. It just took MET misclicking. If that's what it takes.
Think how many times that we've profited off of something similar. That's just your roulette, baby.
Yeah. If that's you know, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Okay, I think I got it. I think I did it. Right. What does this one do? Why does this card suck so much? How is that supposed to be support? Okay, yeah, let's just go the feather rest.
Yeah.
Shuffle. There we go. Popping off. Yeah, that's a card. We can go. So this is banished when it leaves the field? Yeah. This one. Okay. Yeah, we're doing stuff. 32. What does the baby do on flip summon? It just sends a guy?
It just sends a guy.
Sends a guy. Okay. Activate Hunting Ground. Activate Cyber Slash. I think we just bounce this because we got 6 over that. 6 over that. Oh, no, we do actually have to... Wait, do we have lethal? I don't know. Anyway, banish this guy. That's fine. This pops itself. Or it doesn't pop itself. What?
Eventually it will. You know, if you summon another one.
Oh, because I activate... Yeah. Right. Okay. Baby has 21 defense, right?
2,000.
2,000. Okay, well, regardless, I guess I have to do this.
Yep.
Oh, maybe I should have... Yeah, maybe I should have attacked the... Well, okay, sure. I'm surprised you didn't send Soul Scissors, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know what it does here. I think I need a card in hand. Oh, I'm just dead.
All right.
I see.
Harpy's got in there. Yeah, you were at 32.25.
Oh.
So.
We did it.
Yeah, okay. The Labyrinth pack, let me see what your deck looks
You're
like.
not gonna
Let me
like
see how good it really was. You know, maybe you're just drawing the broken cards.
So our trap lineup is kind of mid. I mean, but it's broken. Everything else in the deck is broken.
Yeah.
3 Ariana, you know.
3 Ariana.
Maxed out on furniture. I mean,
Oh man.
What am I supposed to say?
This is very good. Yeah.
Yours is
very,
nice
very
too.
strong.
Yours is not bad.
No, these were good Harpy pull. I mean, 3 Icarus, 3 Hysteric
Icarus.
Sign.
You even
3
have
Field
a
Spell.
car turbo.
Yeah, I think the hardest part about this was that it was very difficult ending on slash plus a monster to tribute for the Icarus. That kind of conflicted like twice. So it's just like, unless you draw multiple Egotists, it's a little rough. Yeah, see you later, Bakura. Get that pack off of there. I guess Harpies do get another shot. Maybe they'll pull. I don't know. I think the pulls were fine. I think it's just tough matchup, I guess.
Yeah, tough matchup.
GG's though. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Dun, 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 dun. All right.
Man, I was so cocky in the pro. I was like,
you were like, he's never winning this one.
He could never win. Back row.
Oh, thanks for the 5, Douglas.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. You have a good one, man.
You too. You want to group raid someone?
Yeah. Let's hit him up. Let's see who we got. Who are we trying to go for? No VTubers, that's for sure. How about this VTuber that has the biggest boobs?
I don't know. I thought about that. I'm like, those are some big old bazoombas. I think
some melons out there.
How about this NMACDs? They're doing ninja.
Where is that? NMACDs. I don't even see that person.
Here, I'll send it to you on Discord.
Yeah, just send me their name. I'll hit them up, yeah. Yeah, I don't see that person. Weird.
D's Zeef, right?
D's nuts, yeah. Raid. All right, that's the person. See ya.
Bye. What a nice young man. Man, we really we annihilated him. I feel really bad about that. He had a crazy ass deck. Ugh. All right. Tell him who sent you. I am going to leave now. I will be back at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday. I think maybe a little later. You know, Wednesday I'm usually at least a little bit late. Depends on how quick we get through Will of the Council, because that's when we do that. If you like what you see, please go ahead and give me a follow. It helps out the channel a great deal. I'm gonna say the sentence. You ready? It's free, and you can always change your mind later. I don't really believe that. If you change your mind, you're fucking dead to me. You hear me? I'm gonna find you. Anyway, we're trying to get to 100K by the end of the year. We are not on pace. And is that my fault? No, I'm blaming you. Instead, I'm going to throw you over to this person. Let them know who sent you. Catch you back at 6 p.m. Tomorrow. Outside of that, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-ba-da-bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-ba-da-bum ba-dum bum bum bum